Damage.
We are live.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Tonight is Samhain, and as such, Des and Dahi have invited everyone for a party at Des's place, which for once looks nice. She pulled out all the stops. There's food, there's seating.
Cold beers.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gus isn't here.
There's wine, there's soda, there's liquor.
No, that's right. For Gus, there was a bottle of Jeremiah weed.
Who shows up first?
The other three would be going together. Arthur had to go and change.
I guess it'll be me.
Charlie had to go change too.
All right, so
So everyone's showing up fashion.
well, except for so are you guys also going to train up as a group, or
I think Nick and Jackson would be the only ones that actually went from the ritual to the party because
Gotcha.
Arthur had to go home and change, and
go ahead and we'll do the. I'll do this high-low. Low, Chris shows up first. High, Charles.
Well,
Or are you together?
we left from the same place at the
Okay,
same
so
time.
you're together. Okay, so guys will show up to Adrena's, or Adrena. What the heck am I doing? I can't even keep your character straight for some reason. Dez's apartment.
Yeah, especially since
How
we
the
got
hell did they
invited.
know Des's apartment?
We got it from Arthur.
There you go.
I'm gonna smack some. Alright.
Hey, at least they didn't Wayfair flicker flash in.
Alright.
Fair
Go
enough.
ahead.
To re-describe my outfit for everybody that's just now watching, I am in a white lab coat with, and I look like Dr. Frankenfurter with facial makeup, and I have a whole bunch of tech gadgets in my pockets, and I have a black hair wig on.
Okay. The door is currently closed when you arrive, but the lights are on. It looks like it sounds like there's music playing. It seems like, there's liveliness going on, but the curtains are pulled, so it's not like, this is our party, not your Samhain party. Stay out, unless you're invited.
Or somebody else invites you.
Yes, you are allowed plus ones.
Technically, I
Or
was,
this place like +3.
Yeah.
I know that Des and Dave actually met Jackson before,
hmm
so
See the Jackson 5. One last joke to get out of my system. With all this face paint and makeup on, I feel like I should do a star. Dust.
It's still not correct.
I don't care.
But
Anyway, back to
Jackson,
singing.
but Jackson will be coming up with Nick, and Jackson is wearing a very nice set of dress clothes, a suit, and it looks like it's probably the most expensive thing he owns. And about the only other things particularly odd is he's wearing a ring on one of his fingers and has put in some of those cheap vampire fangs.
Ha ha ha.
And
Yeah, it's too bad Julian isn't here to bemoan your taste.
Yeah.
anyone who called Julian to come
Yeah.
out tonight would have gotten a "I'm busy" and a hang up.
Yeah. And
I'm
He
busy
has-
dealing with a fuck up.
and he has about him a aura of otherworldly power, and anyone looking in his direction has a flicker of visions at the edge of their peripherals.
Question, hands raised here. Who's playing a changeling tonight? Oh.
None. Like
This is
that.
a changeling party, and I got no changeling PCs in here. What the fuck?
Well, I did say in chat that you didn't want.
Oh no, I understand completely your reason for not having your troll in this scene, and I totally
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. And as soon as Jackson gets to the door, he will knock.
there's a bit of a pause and a shuffle of things, and then the stamping of hooves until you are meted as the door opens by a satyr. If anyone does plan on coming into a changeling in the middle of this scene or anything like that, please inform me, because we are following traditional Samhain. Your Fey mine is totally fucking visible. No calling upon the weird bullshit. You are totally balls to the wall out there.
Oh,
Have a nice day.
so good thing that Ling Lu is staying with Ping Mai tonight, because he would probably rip her in half.
Chris, so yeah, this totally looks like the best fucking costume you have ever seen. Where the fuck did he find his shit? This, at the door.
Best costume, man.
You have to be joking.
Well, we have an invitation from Arthur.
Oh, cool. I assume he got an invitation from Des?
That was my understanding.
Okay, well, go ahead and pile into the living room. There's plenty of chair and couch space. It seems that our host is being fashionably late.
Well, the party's going to be pretty good. If you want to know.
I would hope so. That's why I came here.
You'll see. That will happen.
As you guys file into the living room, sitting on a couch, is Adrena.
Hopefully you're less of a bore than she is.
Hey, Julia, have I met your character?
As
Not Adrena, nope.
as Nick walks through the door, the satyr will give him a wide berth.
A what?
A wide berth.
Oh, whatever.
As in, he will let you
Flavor.
pass with a great amount of space between him and you.
It's basically a "don't touch me, you Bane Alpine."
And at the quip of, hopefully you're more fun than her, Adrena will look up. Well, looks like you don't like them. I guess I'm the best you got.
This is going to be a long night if it is. Didn't you do... Is she wearing an outfit or a costume or anything? Could you have at least, like, enjoyed some of the fun, some of the festivities tonight? You know, worn a shirt, dressed up, at the very... festive shirt, you know what I mean. No.
So my character will turn to his son.
You're about as banal as he is.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, according to the books, the average banality of an order of Hermes, like me, is
Like
4.
5. Yeah, 4. Yeah, I figured.
That Adrena will... I'm so sorry I upset your sense of dignity. If you'll give me one moment, I have something out in my car.
Oh.
And he'll just peer around the door and be like, oh, I'm waiting for this. Either it's going to be really not worth my while, and I'll be really disappointed, or it'll be really worth my while, and I'll maybe be happy tonight.
I'll turn to your character, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Ass. I remember bits and pieces of the first time I joined up with you guys, and I met a really strange girl. She said she was from the ocean. Do you know her?
A strange girl in Hong Kong. That is very descriptive, sir. He'll say, poking his head back around the outside of the door.
Something about whale nodes or something like that. Don't remember her name that much. Actually, I don't remember a lot from that night.
Charles, if you could either project or something, because it sounds mumbled and muffled on your coming from my end to you, like you're not either close enough to your mic or something.
Sorry about that.
Yes, that's much clearer.
Just gonna type it because I've already said it like 3 times.
No, I understand, dude.
Basically, I'm talking about Deb's character. First,
Gotcha.
describe her with a shadow of memories I have.
Which one?
Pelagia.
Malaysia? Oh. Her.
Yeah, so you do know
Pertinent, the pretentious one.
Okay.
Look, I get it. She's a noble. She's got title, whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm a commoner. Suck my dick. Blah 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 blah. But you think she could at least not be so condescending about her people's ways.
Well, I don't know a lot about you guys, so I'm assuming you're one of them because I don't think anybody has a costume that great.
From what I understand, yes and no.
So, are you a traditional satyr, right? Greek mythos, or are you Roman?
I don't know what would have given that away. It must have been the nose.
It must have been. And the nose always gives it away.
I wish this desk was bigger and my camera was a little further back because then I could kick up with the because I actually had like hoof feet still on from work.
Nice.
He'll just
So,
be having a conversation with Charles while we are in holding pattern for Julie, unless anyone else wants to show up while the NPC in question has the door wide agape.
Charlie, you'd probably get there before Arthur does. Arthur's actually got a costume he has.
All right.
He's been thinking about. I wish I could actually put on
Mine's
that
a little
costume.
bit low tech though. I know this is a little bit MTV poppy, but he's gonna come and a little cliche, but he's gonna come up looking like a wolfed out teen wolf werewolf, but with the red eyes, and red contacts in.
I'm going to go ahead and, because I'm going to be fluffing for this, but I'm going to be nice ST and show you my rolls. He's going to roll for, no, fuck Kenning, out the ass. And he's rolling up in like this like Teen Wolf kind of get up.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you appears at the door, then the satyr will look him up and down and go, cute. How long did it take you to think that one up? I'm sorry if the shithead NPC is coming off like me in the middle of a Harpy report, but I'm going with it. And he's unseelie right now.
I could have gone with something a little bit more. Yeah. I could have gone with something a little bit more natural looking, but that would have been too much. And he's having like deliberately talking, having a problem acting like he's having a problem talking through fangs.
Oh, I don't know. Some people like it feral.
Adrena will
Or
come
so
back.
I hear.
Better.
Hey, look! She put in some effort!
Yeah, I'm a changeling.
Oh, I do like them bitchy.
Well, glad not here for this.
Oh, like you'd get any.
Oh, the night is still young, and there's plenty of alcohol in the fridge. Are you sure about that?
Not my type, sweetheart.
Feel free to interject anytime, guys. We're just going to fill the gaps for a moment until everyone shows up. If you want to insert your own level of bitchiness or quip snide comments, don't let Julia kick you out of it.
I'm trying to give it enough time to where Arthur would have gone home, put on the costume, and brought his stuff over that he was going to bring.
Well, at least you joined the party finally.
I'll turn to Julie at this point. So, are you part of the same, and I will actually think about this for a second, family as, and I'll just through to Sean Stater, him? I didn't know there was a lot of you guys, or different types of you, around.
There are.
I'm not cultured in it, and,
Is he talking to me?
yeah.
No, he's talking.
There's
Does
there's
he
a
genuinely think that I'm a
resounding face
changeling?
palm coming from from Charlie
What
at the
kind of
moment.
friends do these people have?
And I'll turn to your character. So you know what these types of these changelings are, Charles?
I can't hear you at all.
He changed
I don't have
changed the conversation over to me. for one, she's not a changeling. Two,
Yeah, she's a big ball of fuzzy.
this one, you gotta be joking. You do not know your own Greek mythology or Roman.
I will say, he at least got satyr, and he didn't say that stupid Roman shit of being a faun. First of all, I'm not dainty, nor nice,
I gotta admit,
nor have
my
these
bad.
pudgy little horns.
But you do have these pudgy little cheeks.
All the better to flirt with you, my dear.
Oh, I don't flirt with Fawn.
Well, then you're in the right company.
Oh. Oh. But yeah.
Well, I'm done waiting for her to start breaking into the booze, so if Des shows up, tell her I've already liberated her of her alcohol.
Well, the note says,
I'm
ran
right
out for food.
behind you, running a block.
Feel free for the drinks.
Oh, it's signed from the both of them. Well, that's intriguing.
That's very intriguing.
I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
y'all
think we
didn't
met.
hear? They're an item.
Oh, I had heard, but I had not seen.
Did you check the bedroom? I hear they're always
Oh,
having dates that get interrupted.
I would think that we would have, I don't know, noticed.
They know mages.
So
I
at this
counted
point,
like 10 that's been interrupted.
so this
Usually,
point, Van pulls
sorry.
up outside, and the door opens, and it's playing like something 70s disco, and see someone get out of the car wearing a purple suit, platform shoes that have fish tanks in them, a big ass afro, and a cane.
Arthur in an afro. This is golden.
And his other hand is carrying a bag. And he's straight up walking up the stairs, and you see it, and it's Arthur, and he's dressed as a pimp.
Wow.
I think I found your master, dear.
What time machine did you step out from, Grandpa? Or should I say Daddy-O?
Arthur's
Like
just
you
like,
have room
hey
to
man,
talk.
IMP. What does that spell? Pimp. Player in a management profession. You know, hand the bag to the satyr. What's up, my man? Where do I set this stuff down at?
Over there, he'll point towards the couch and go, did Adam find a new manager?
Adrena would recognize Arthur.
Oh god, I love Arthur.
Yeah.
That's in character. She's just like grinning.
Actually, he knows that Charlie is Adam's squire, so he'll actually, instead of turning to Adrena, will turn to him and go, did Adam find a new manager?
Adam's out of the business, dude. It's Riker.
Oh, no.
No.
I know he's out of running the business, but who said anything about him selling his time and effort?
Arthur.
will start unpacking the bottles of mead and wine and set them down. Adrena, baby, what's up? Come here, give me some love.
No day heat. Arthur, I have something to complete your costume. And she'll pull out a pair of
Stylized aviators.
aviators. Rose-colored aviators.
Oh, that ain't no thing. Thank you very much. She'll take the rose-colored aviators and slip them on. Now everything's groovy Technicolor, baby. Where the hose at?
He'll pull out something like a beer or something out of the fridge and hand one to Arthur, saying is at least he's in he put some effort and time into his costume, and It's like
Arthur,
it's a very nice get up. I mean, it's something that clearly took time and effort, and you didn't like pull it out of your ass in 5 seconds. And
Well, I mean, you're not dressed up either, sweetheart.
to most
Beer.
people's detective eyes, they would say that I am, and I am quite happy to oblige them on that belief.
Thanks for the beer, man. So,
No problem.
He'll look you over and actually be like, so wow, I don't think I've seen you in this city before.
Oh, I'm around town sometimes. I just, I have business that takes me all over Asia, and I'm usually here maybe once a month, and I figured that this should be my once a month if it's going to be a once a month in Hong Kong.
That's cool.
You will note that there are other NPC changelings because Des invited literally
The
everyone.
entire court.
Right.
Commoner, noble, didn't matter. She said you're gonna be here. And apparently they believe she's a knight, so they listened.
They also, yeah, because we went into that one scene with, who was it,
The Duchess.
the Duchess, and she apparently believed that not only was Des a knight, that Dehi was her squire.
Nice. Nice. Hey, what's up, Marcus?
Oh, wow.
So does that mean
Hey,
that I
guys,
have invisible
Marcus.
title? Okay,
Until someone calls you on it.
yeah. It's like Bastet rank. You can lie, and until someone calls you on your bullshit, you have that rank.
Is Charles getting high, or is there a fire in his apartment?
I don't know. Ask Chris.
Which,
We'll give Marcus a little time for this. Julia, if you'll inform him of the scene, and then I will inform him of certain situational aspects of this scene.
Are you coming in, Marcus? It's at Dez's apartment. You were given an invitation. When you show up, you'll notice that for once there is the place looks nice. It's been decorated. It looks good. She pulled out all of the stops. There's enough seating for everybody. There
All the
are-
stops, because Des and Dehi both have resources too, so all these stops.
And she probably borrowed from somebody. Went,
Oh.
yeah, I'll get you back.
From Becker.
I'll get you back. There
yeah.
are tables lined up with food and with drink. On one side there are 3 hookahs.
Yeah, it's set up in a traditional fashion with the hookah on a carpet setting on the floor and cushions surrounding it, one for each hose. There are 4 hoses.
That's what I was gonna say.
I can read your mind. Situational awareness moment. If someone is bringing a changeling PC into the room, this is just an update for you, Marcus. I know you don't have a changeling PC. Or if at any point I mention that there is a changeling NPC, I will announce their kith because it will be blatantly obvious. We're going with traditional Samhain rules. Their Feymine is totally visible, 100% visible. No bones about it. You know what kith they are if you have changeling lore.
And in case you guys missed it, Dez and Dehi are not here yet.
In fact, there is a note which Adrena picked up and then set back on the kitchen counter that says, "Went out to get food, be back," signed Des and Dehi.
Enjoy the drinks. We'll be back soon.
Alright, so can you guys hear me now or no?
Yeah, we're good.
But it's
Much
better.
better.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
good.
Alrighty. So
Charlie
if you want
is
to
actually
introduce
smoking a
yourself now, Marcus, as your character, you can go ahead and do that.
And then we'll
Answer
describe our
Julian's
costume.
question.
Actually, for the ease of our STs and whatnot, may I make a slight suggestion?
Sure.
Why don't we, initiate with, Sean saying something, and then from an order from his vantage point, he can give the camera, so to speak,
Sure.
to an individual, and then that way no one has to talk over anyone else.
If it gets out of control, I'll do that. But if it looks like someone keeps getting jumped over, I will manage camera talking, all that fun stuff if it needs to be micromanaged. But the micromanaged point we're going to have right here is for right now is go ahead and have your introduction there, Marcus, with your character, and then we will go starting from me to Chris to James to Charles to Brett, introducing our characters' appearances or NPCs or whatever have you, so that way.
Not Julia, though.
Yeah.
No Julia.
Oh, well, sorry. You'll announce after me. Sorry about that.
Oh, Julie.
So, yeah.
I actually don't mind going first, last, seeing as how it did take me a while to get in here. So
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
cool
then I'll
for
start
going
us
last.
off, and then you can say you're coming in once we've told you what it looks like and everything like that, I assume.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it will start down here with me then. Standing behind the wraparound counter, behind a cheaply thin-walled breakfast window, is a satyr. Totally looks like this face makeup because I didn't feel like changing after coming back from Learn, nor do I have any intents to do so. Horns, ears, nose, the whole 9 yards, blush included. He is dressed in traditional Greek garb, which is why he's probably feeling a little nippy.
Not in this apartment.
Okay, they probably now that there's people in here, he's feeling, oh well, it's finally starting to warm up. I can dig this. I can dig this. He has the traditional half goat, all the 9 yards and everything. I don't think I should spend too much time elaborating beyond that. He does have a ring on his finger of note. I'm just using a clash ring, but it is pretty much that gaudy. For changelings in the room, it is easy to detect that it is a treasure. For anyone else, they will have to actually make actual rolls, which means they need to actually have reason to suspect.
Alright.
Charles can guess, so he's not actually rolling, and he's somewhat getting stoned right now, and hitting a bottle of booze, so he's not really noticing it.
Julia.
It is Adrena. She does have the ears on. They are fake. They are noticeably fake ears, and a gray cloak
with no hood.
With no hood, but it does come to her elbows and
all the way down to about just beyond her knees, which is where it comes on me.
No, it comes about mid-calf on me, sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
You are taller than I am.
So the clasp, I know because this is my cloak she's borrowing. The clasp is put, in real life it's in safety pin, but I'm not going to be like that. It is clasped together with a metal clasp that has leather wrapped around it to give it kind of a stylistic attachment, and then hanging down from the clasp is a Tree of Life pendant.
And that is the extent of her
costume. The rest is street clothes.
Yeah, she has on a pair of jeans and a nicer blouse. It shows off her assets.
Quite nicely. Much to the satyr's amusement, who is fawning out of the breakfast window at her.
Oh, he is a fawn.
Shut up, you inaccurate whore. Next up is Chris, I believe.
She's teasing your standard. Does anyone else feel a slight sense of warning in this?
I promise,
Anyone?
on my honor, before Chris starts, I promise, on my honor as an ST, I will not abuse aphrodisia. I love this art, but I will not use it simply for the lulz, nor will I torment players under my charge just to get a cheap laugh.
Hey, Sean,
As much fun as it would be.
You might
mechanical
want to
question,
put your
Sean.
hand in camera
They're
view.
held by your word.
It's out of camera view for a reason because they don't know if I'm really swearing in openness.
I wasn't trying to accuse you of anything, man. I just thought it was funny. It's just like she's dressed all like hot into the nines and stuff, and there's a satyr right there, like
For
a
ST
satyr.
note, I as a player do not care. Adrena will kill your character, but I as a player do not care.
I will also, in front of the camera, on my honor, if a player says they do not appreciate my touchy-feely approach with this NPC, I will stop. But make it clear to me. None of this. Please tell me no, Sean. Stop it. Thank you, Chris. Introduce your character's outfit.
Okay,
John, stop it.
Jackson is wearing a very nice dress suit. It looks like it's probably the most expensive thing he owns, and is wearing a ring on his finger, and has a cheap set of plastic fangs in his mouth, and he radiates an aura of otherworldly power, and whenever you're looking at him, there's a flicker of visions on the edge of your vision.
Oh, as a
And
note,
he's in a living room.
Adrena does have rage.
Well, no one here is mortal, so we don't need to worry about that now, do we?
Yay, runes.
I can still feel it.
Yeah, Rage 5.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that means
Well,
there's
that's
a
cute. I
collective
can pump
rage
you up.
presence of 7 here.
Yeah, and as far as mechanics go, Echo's 4. So there's a lot of echoes in the room.
I will put that ball as a neutral arbiter for what I just posted in the chat under Brett's court as to a ruling on that.
Mental emotions in particular fall under mind. Anything that has to do with spirits affecting emotions is spirit.
Okay.
So
I wasn't sure because I've heard people do it both ways.
well, it's like the wards that influence peace are based upon Undyne's power, so that's a spirit ward. But if I was actively affecting minds to create the emotion, that would be mind-based.
I would say that it would fall under mind because it's actively using the dreaming to persuade someone that they really like the bad touch. Not that creepy, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, you can also influence the emotions with life by causing the chemicals to happen inside of them that triggered the emotion.
Yeah, that would be a life 3 ability, though.
That's tricky.
No,
I
you
could
can
see
do
an
it with life
argument
too.
for life, but for the ease of convenience and to move the scene along, we will say it's mind.
Got it.
Had to ask. All right, so who's next?
Next after Chris would be James.
Yeah.
Charlie will be in a very less geared costume. The Team Wolf werewolf transformations, but instead of the yellow or the blue, he went with the alpha red, and he's got a blunt in his mouth.
All right. Next is Charles.
You guys are horrible. Sorry, I just took a bite of trail mix.
Oh shit! I probably should be.
Oh yeah, he's still underneath the effects of aphrodisia from Dad's character.
Let's see. Who's quick? Sorry, Charles. What's the effect? He said he was still under the effects of aphrodisia.
No, I was just joking. Oh,
okay.
She actually made him want to eat some bar peanuts.
All right.
And he said you were using trail mix.
Alright.
Go ahead, Charles.
My character is in a white lab suit, lab coat with different technological devices sticking out of the pockets. Some of them are really expensive, and I don't really care. And I have makeup on my face, looking like Dr. Franken. And I have black hair. And I'm wearing Google glasses, by the way.
Cool. All right, Brett, you're last up.
All right.
You hipster
Arthur
man.
is actually kind of hard to recognize right now. He has a big poofy black afro, a purple pimp suit. He is wearing platform shoes with fish tanks in the feet, and he's got a pimp cane. Drinking a beer, and he's basically having a good time. But yeah, he is dressed as a pimp. Oh, and he also has rose-colored aviators on his face.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Alright.
Adrena actually gave them to him. I have rose-colored aviators.
So.
I think it's time to talk.
If you guys want to mingle, and just give me a cue when I can come in, that'll work.
Feel free to just basically come in on your own whim whenever.
Okay.
Because basically that's, I think, what we established before you came in. They're just basically co-mingling, cohabitating. There's hookahs to smoke from. There's 3-4 hosers. There's also other changeling NPCs around that I'm not bothering to ham-fist one. It's only this one I'm currently...
A note for the hookahs, there is one that is set slightly aside, and it does smell different than the other two.
It also has a red band around it.
Intelligence pharmacology or perception pharmacology?
Oh, Arthur knows the smell. It's the weed that he gave Dez.
Oh, okay, alright.
It's mixed with shisha.
Okay. Arthur just not saying goes, out of sight.
That would there would be another person that would know what that smell is.
Yeah.
There's also set in like they're put in a triangle, and in the center is one of those little quick like camp stove burners with a bunch of boxes of coals, like boxes on boxes on boxes, like racks on racks on racks, except actually cool and not a shitty rap euphemism.
So, yeah, my character will sit down and mingle with some of the people that'll stay near him. And I'll guess I'll be smoking hookah. Not at the red band.
Also, the shisha that has been mixed
Sorry.
with weed is also has a red mark on the lid so that people know what it is and don't mix it.
Right.
It also has a warning label on it, placed on there by some tight-ass Gwydion that says "Use at your own risk."
Who invited the fucking Gwydions?
Just
Themselves.
Arthur look at the label and he's like, ha, like that's dangerous.
Just because it's Sam Hain, people need to be uncomfortable. Charlie would come over, rip up that one rewarding label.
I'm glad that that hatred for Gwydions permeates venues.
Well, after a few moments, there'll be a knock at the door, I suppose.
The satyr will answer it.
And
He'll like shake his head from like just jokingly as if to like just mess with her, and then when he hears the knock at the door, he'll be like, oh, and then answer the door.
on the other side will be Roger Crispin,
There are no knockers
who
right here.
is who is in fact in a white chain cane costume, complete with white hair.
Arthur just holds
Nice.
up and he's like, I see what you did there, bro.
Arthur!
He'll come
And
over.
he'll turn away so that the two of them can, yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Dude, you look fucking awesome.
And he kind of takes off his hat and goes, "Why, thank you."
He'll do the book. He'll do the book in the fist and he'll bow. Right.
He'll smile and bow back. Looking good, everybody.
Right, let's chill, man. Get you a beer or something. Get you something to drink. Introduce you around. Hey, everybody, check out Roger here's Kwai Chang motherfucking Kane.
Adrena will cheer.
Yes.
Adrena, hi.
I'll lift my glass and say,
I
"Long
thought
live
she looked lovely. I think
sorry?
you look lovely.
Why, thank you. Speaking of which, so do you, if you don't mind my saying so. And he'll give you a smile and a wink.
Of course she doesn't mind.
No, not from people who are respectful.
I am quite respectful. You just don't speak much.
Well, there's somebody here begging for compliments. It's not Adrena.
Begging for compliments is for nerds on the internet. I take compliments.
Well, you look nice too.
Well, you don't receive them, so.
Oh.
Arthur's just like, yeah, I've seen her take off arms for a lot.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you're big where it counts, and I'm talking about your heart, darling.
You know, I think I'm gonna check the bedroom just in case. I think they're there.
You do that.
And
Hey,
Adrena
Roger,
will
what can I get you to drink?
wander off.
Beer,
I hope-
wine, alcohol, soda.
I hope no one minds, but I brought a bottle of wine.
Ooh, what year? Uh-oh.
We lost. May have lost.
Mm,
Okay.
Actually, just a sec. Is it okay if I roll a fate? It's a plus. It's an actual like good year.
Sure.
And if not, it's like a newer wine. Just for the heck of it. Let's see. Let me see. According to this, it's 1995.
It's a good year.
Aren't they all good years? I've never seen anyone say that a year is a bad year.
I'm not particularly partial to 44.
1995.
There was a lot of bombing going on and not a lot of good winemaking. I could understand that.
1995. That was the first time I got laid.
There you go. And I also
How
brought
many?
some. And I
I guess that
also
could
brought some steam buns for everybody.
Cool. Charlie would turn to Arthur. How many reincarnations have you had?
What?
How many reincarnations have you had?
Dude, I was 13.
From
1944?
Oh, I thought I said 94. Never mind.
He said 1995, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
95. That's why.
1995.
I did, yeah.
from the bedroom, there is a loud, aghast yell. What the hell happened in here?
And
Arthur
Xavier will be the first to the door, and he'll just kind of look at the mess and go, kinky.
Arthur will look in there to see what the hell happened.
The
Probably.
I'm just
room
gonna
is-
go immediately just to make sure everyone's okay.
The room is absolutely destroyed. Furniture is broken. There's a
What in
broken
the
window.
name
Um,
There's fabric that has been torn. And spots that may or may not be blood.
Arthur is
y'all
going to
do
roll
know
medicine
that
on that. Intelligence medicine is 7 dice.
and Charlie's going to try and roll perception primal urge just if his dice gen will be nice to him right at the moment.
Is it blood?
Yes, it is blood, but it is not a severe wound. It is probably I wouldn't say superficial from the amount of blood, but it's not something that is life-threatening.
Okay. Arthur will look at the. Well, that's ain't that some shit? And he'll walk out.
That's not my department.
For people who are still in the room, perception investigation.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And my dice gen's not being nice. Doesn't want to load at the
I have an
moment.
investigation right now.
Woohoo!
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find
That's all right. Take your time.
my. Okay.
Sean, I see the room. I see all the broken stuff.
6 dice for me.
Jesus.
A werewolf's dice gen does
Aloha,
does not want to
Julia.
load at the moment.
All right. Oh, jeez, fuck! I know who stole all your successes, Julia. Christ.
The person with more dice
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So Roger walks
This
in
is
the room, and really, what
unbelievable.
he should have been wearing is one of those frickin' should have been wearing a Sherlock Holmes costume. Jesus Christ.
CFI.
Well, my dear Watson, I deduced that there was a break-in.
You're a skin cat, by the way.
But it is not your normal set of events. As per usual, this is the world of darkness.
Oh.
I will start with the bottom up. Charles, with your 1 success, I know it's a 10, but congratulations, this was a break-in. The glass from the window goes inwards. It was a break-in.
Good job.
Julia, you got 2 successes. Here's the prize you've won. A, and what I told Charles, it's a break-in.
There was a fight.
B, there was a fight. You would know with your military training. It was not a pretty fight.
And Arthur's
there were quite
focused on what's going on with this.
And there are quite a few people that were involved. I would say a mid-sized group, at least 5.
5 altogether, or 5?
5 not including designated.
Okay.
Marcus, you get, why yes, it was a break-in. Why yes, there was a fight. Why yes, there was quite a few parties involved in this fight. You will notice that the bedroom door was still shut at this time. Does not seem like it was made ajar or an attempted escape was made, which means that it was definitely by surprise. The people who made this attempt clearly caught them off guard at a moment of vulnerability. If you want to deduce sex, that is your own personal opinion on that one.
Actually, because this is what we were going to do before, it actually looks like there was perhaps a ceremony.
Ceremony, yes.
Something very special.
Sean, just because you said that, why the hell not?
Let me handle Marcus first, and then I will get to you.
Okay.
There was a ceremony that was looking to be taking place here. Do you have changeling lore?
I do indeed. I
One
just
second,
I
then.
just need a momentary out of character moment. If I could please
Okay,
get some help.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm sorry, just after the Sean, can I have a quick conference with you and figure out exactly how much load I have, because I have a fair bit. I've been hearing a lot from different people.
Gotcha. I'll try and standardize that for you when we're done with this scene. For all intents and purposes, I'm not going to make you roll for it. The ceremony is definitely fey in nature.
Okay.
While there's not so much pomp and circumstance around most things like this, there was definitely a oath of some importance probably going to be taking place here.
Okay.
Maybe involving the bed.
Just in case this turns out to be a violent thing, Roger has actually made notes in a notebook.
This is there is you explain it, Julia. This is her apartment, your character's apartment.
This is Dez's apartment, and Adrena did go to the door on the left. The door on the left, while it is a bedroom, is not being used as such. It looks more like a, well, what could have possibly been a meeting room or a sacred room. There is no bed. There was what appears to be a bookshelf, a bench. I don't know what else all they would have.
There's definitely a though because of the wonkiness of the current time of year it is kind of hazy and fuzzy, but you can see it because the dreaming is kind of here yet not here. A coat of arms with the sigil for House of Lunid on it, because you have changeling lore. You can also deduce that whatever the attackers were, they were definitely mostly natural weapons, as there are claw marks around the room.
Also, out of character note, Charles, unless you took care of it, because we can slightly see the dreaming, you do somewhat appear to be a jaguar.
Nope, I didn't take care of it. Thank you.
Arthur is still investigating the book.
Would you like me to roll my intelligence occult now, or?
For
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that you were going to make me roll something.
No, I said you weren't going to need to roll it, the changeling lore thing, since there was some confusion about how much you had. I just said I'm just going to go ahead and give this to you because you have at least 1 dot of changeling lore. You know what was planning on being taken place in here. It looked like, from your deduction, that possibly Des and Dehi were planning on swearing the Oath of True Hearts.
Okay.
And that there is a sigil for House Ilunid in the room on a coat of arms. Duh, because Des is of that house.
If I had to guess here, folks, I'm guessing that a ritual was performed here, possibly the Oath of True Hearts.
Oh,
Or was in the process of being attempted and was interrupted.
I have no
You
idea.
can't quite tell.
And judging by the corresponding circumstance, they were in the midst of it when they were interrupted by something substantial surveying the room.
May I?
Say approximately 5 and certainly, sir. I would estimate about five people, approximately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's smart and handsome.
Jackson will put his hand on the doorway to the bedroom, and he will begin chanting something in Enochian.
Arthur,
Uh,
meanwhile, is going to track the blood sprays.
Chris, are you planning on using your time magic?
yes, I am.
Because of the wibbly wobbly nature of it being Samhain, consider your difficulty at a +2. I know that's not meaning really much, but
Yeah.
it's because it's a level 2, isn't it?
It's level 1. Actually, yeah, 2, because I'm having seen to the past.
So not much of a big modifier, but it's not that you have trouble accessing because magic is freely flowing. It's more of a it's really hard to get a read on what's going on here because of all this magic swirling around.
You're having problems focusing.
He's done. Once he's done, Arthur's going to try to track the blood spray using knowledge medicine or intelligence.
Spending a willpower.
Okay. The blood seems to go back out the window whence the invaders came.
Okay. So, 2 successes.
Which is
enough to see back into the past up to a year, which is more than I need.
Christ, you knew when the last invasion of cockroaches infested this shithole of an apartment complex. You know when the first cockroaches started nesting in here. Jesus Christ. Pertinent information. It would seem. Do you have changeling lore?
No, I don't.
Okay. There seems to be some sort of.
But I am of a Slavic tradition that believes in the fairy lords.
Okay. Well, they're in the process of the ritual to which best could be described as something.
It's kind of like a marriage ceremony.
Yeah, not tying whatever.
Probably for him it'd be the equivalent of hand fasting.
Yeah.
Yes, hand fasting. That's what I was getting at. At this point in time is when, and I guess your character can take it however he wants to. I guess. Now for my changeling players, please know this is not actual, like, out of character. These are all just chimera. There's nothing else funky going on here. Goblins come in, attack the individuals in question, and abscond with them. Julia, you want to detail it more than that, or? Dehi is surprisingly pretty feisty, but not near as feisty as he is without a greatsword. His professional spec is in melee, not brawling.
Dez is scratching and clawing to very little avail. She did manage to cut one of the goblins. Ha ha ha! Fuck y'all! You fucked with a puka during Samhain, and she's a jaguar. Claws.
Yep.
But she also was injured in this fight. From what you can tell, Chris, she had a bloody nose, as well as what looked to be a gash on her neck before she was subdued.
I will mention also that these goblins seem very steampunky.
Hey, Sean. Once you're done with Chris's thing.
I think I am. Is there anything else you feel needs to be added, Julia?
She looks really pissed.
They both look really pissed.
I'm gonna go.
And probably Dez even more so pissed because they're focusing more on kicking the crap out of Dehi because obviously he's the man of this situation.
She's fucking pissed about that. They did take them out the window. The door never opened.
Okay.
Yes, I will notice. I will note to players. When you came up the walkway to the apartment, there was no blood trail.
Right.
Yeah. Looking at the time of it, how long ago did it happen?
See, your first guest would have probably arrived 15 minutes early, so...
the time mage is asking how long ago did it happen.
It was about an hour in the past.
Okay.
About an hour before the party started, so about an hour and a half before you guys showed up.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Alright,
So,
continue.
Let me see if I can find this sheet here for
after he gets through observing the scene, he will look over to Arthur. Arthur,
Yeah.
how good are you at tracking?
I have a friend,
Tracking? What? Tracking?
but Charlie would be the better tracker. Arthur will look over his shoulder at Eagle and switch to Enochian. Do you think you can find the lady that was nice to you? The one that looked like the cat?
this is Umbral Spirit, correct?
Yep.
Oh, spirits in their air sense. He'll go ping and immediately go, aha! How best to explain this? The spirit, in the terms that it knows, but this is me saying it bluntly as the ST, and you can interpret it how the spirit you feel would explain it to you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of leeway. Basically, what happened here is Des having needing to get quickly around in the dreaming happens to have a trod by her apartment. Well, nothing says that nasty things can't also use that trod as well. It is a bit of a wormhole in the dreaming, which it would correlate as some weird version of the Umbra that you would have to take, because the dreaming and the Umbra do hook up. It's just very, very far out there.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I can't really, I could, but I can't guarantee results, figure out where they are, and it'd be really dangerous for me.
It's okay. Could you show me where they went into the dreaming at?
The eagle will give kind of a, but the satyr with you will point out a. See here, how would this be? Because it'd be the front of the building. There's a like artificial like potted like it's kind of meant as a window ornament on the next window down, a line of hedge kind of ornamentation, and he'll point and be like, there.
Charlie will look out the window and go, ah, we're going into the hedge.
Haha, cheesy New World reference.
I've always wanted to be a hedge mage.
Hi-yo!
Like I said, you know
God
what?
damn it! Why does that
Take
have
off.
to
He will take off his leg, set it down, and he'll take off his platform shoes, set them down. I need to go get some stuff out of my car if we're gonna do this. Out of Jason's van.
Hey, Sean. I need to
I'm
cast
sorry,
something.
guys. There was a statement that was just made that I have to do something for. Otherwise, it's gonna bug me all night. So,
Okay.
so just before we do anything else. There, that's better.
What were you needing, Charles?
I was wanting to put Matter Sight and Prime Sight on my Google Glass.
Okie dokie. Roll for that, sir.
No additional modifiers? One success?
Good enough for our purposes. Sight is a little different. It's easy to get the flow in and connect in to it. Prime sight. First ping you're gonna get. Bing. There is a mind effect on the satyr's ring. Second thing. Okay, Brett. Chris. I'm gonna need to pull the mage audience here. How hard would it be for him to detect a trod?
He's
Depends
probably
on
With prime
what
sight.
you trod.
Yeah.
How well concealed it is.
It wouldn't be more of a spirit thing, though, too?
It would be more spirit than it would be spirit. Prime would give a faint glow, but it would be hard to determine what it is.
Yeah.
It would just
Yeah.
be, hey, there's something magical there.
Yeah.
There is indeed sparkles in the hedge.
Okay. Just the blood go into the hedge. Matter sight as well. And I got a success on that.
So there is something magical there,
if-
but you're not sure how it operates. However, since you have a pretty firm grasp of the Mind Spear, this allows him to read and speak any languages that he comes across.
Nice.
Hey, Sean?
Well, not speak, understand.
Yeah.
I should clarify. He can
Yeah.
read it. He can understand it and comprehend it. He cannot speak it. He cannot write it.
Yeah. Hey, Sean? I'm going to be rolling for life plus time, both at level 1, for something that's weird.
Okay.
Basically, to sense for blood and for how old the blood is, to follow blood trail, to be able to follow the blood trail to which blood is newer.
Hey, Chris.
Okay.
Wouldn't blood be matter?
Blood's technically life.
Yeah.
After it leaves the body, after you die, you become matter. So that's a legitimate question.
But it is also life, is it not, to create blood that kindred can drink for vitae, not matter.
3 successes. And
Yes.
so
The blood trail leaves the room,
Yeah.
goes through the window. It's obscured by the odd way that they leap from the window to the next window ledge where the hedges end.
yeah. But so I've got enough to keep it up for easily the scene. So
Yeah. For me, Sean, I'm just gonna break into ritual to keep mine up for the scene.
Okay.
Arthur comes back in. He's changed his jacket to his green denim jacket, and he's got all of his supplies with him now too.
Cool.
Oh, he's wearing shoes again.
While Julian is doing that and is starting to come back,
You mean Arthur?
or Arthur. Gosh, why would Julian be involved in this? Dear me.
Yeah.
The satyr comes back after you hear commotion back in the main room of the apartment, and something along the lines of, hey, no, this is serious business. You're gonna fork it up now. Serious business time. Fork it up now. There's plenty of you here. I'm going to be going with them, so that's not my problem. No, you. Yes, especially you. You whore it all anyway. What does it matter? And then he comes back with a tray with shot glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm having a slight out of character issue as I have Spirit 2 primed to Entropy 1 and Forces 1. I don't really know how much use I could actually bring to the Forte magically at the moment. So one thing that I could do, if you'll allow it, is when Roger gets the sense that things are going to go down real quick, he's going to use his charisma, empathy, to try and rally some extra support, as this is a fellow member of the Changeling Society that's been kidnapped, and this is a matter that concerns the entire tarot community. And
All right.
as the holder of the seat of justice, I implore you to give what aid you can in this matter.
Is that a magical push? Or just a
No.
charisma push?
Don't think that's much of a push there.
If you need help understanding, just as a further as we go along this scene, feel free to ask Brett or ask Chris. There are resident mage experts, and I use that with awesome air quotes of expert in the way that someone can be a nerding expert. I am junior varsity mage, so if you have any questions on what you can do, ask them.
Hey, Marcus, did I hear you correctly? You said you had Spirit 2, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so that will at least let us, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, go through the Tron.
Not at Spirit 2.
No,
Okay.
with Spirit 2, though,
That'd be
he can
Spirit
actually
3.
talk to spirits and chimera.
Guys, as another changeling player, the satyr brought us shots that are more than likely dross.
After bitching about a bunch of people holding out, and that you will be contributing to this, jackass.
And technically, you cannot use Spirit 3 to open a trod. You use
Sean.
it to enter the Umbra, but once you step on the silver path, it vanishes.
Sean?
Once you're enchanted, so.
Sean Darling.
Yeah, what's up?
Would it affect me?
Would it affect you? What?
With my shield.
Yes, because being enchanted is not a mind-altering effect.
Okay, that wasn't
Contrary to what Elwad believes, being enchanted is not a mind-altering effect, you jackasses.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it.
I love some of the STs at Elwad, but I had to get that frustration out and out in the open.
Well, yeah, because if you look at the Mage Storyteller Companion for Revised, it specifically states that enchantment is a spirit effect.
Mm-hmm.
Adrena will look at him and go, if we're going to deal with this, I'm going to need a drink.
Well, you are going to get a drink.
shot.
Well, I remember it, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, there was a bit of talking over. What was it that I could contribute to this?
You can with Spirit 2, you have Spirit Speech. That, from what I understand, you can speak to Chimera as well as speak to Umbral Spirits.
Yes.
Okay.
Entropy is good for moving odds and increasing the luck on things, and
well, with Entropy 1, all he can do is either sense the truth, or he can sense pattern weaknesses.
Yeah.
He needs level 2 to affect.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Sorry.
think of it like Fatal Flaw, where you can detect the weaknesses in other individuals. And oh no, he's got a limp. He must have a broken leg. Kick him in the kneecap.
So, one thing that Roger's going to offer is, you know, guys, I've been doing some extra training lately. I might not be able to help you directly, but if the august personage is with me tonight, I might be able to draw some additional support to help you out. If I might have permission to use my art.
I don't see why not.
Go right ahead. I don't see the magic police coming to slap some cuffs on you.
In this house, please.
John, who's asking for...
And he's going to make a bunch of hand signs, and he's just chanting the Tao as he does this. And that is 2 successes, I believe.
Cool. What effect are you shooting for?
I'm calling upon the good spirits to grant us aid in finding our captured friends. To essentially ask them to help these good folk go where I cannot.
Adrena's gonna glare at the satyr again,
Mhm.
and then take a shot glass and down the shot.
Bam, enchanted.
Charlie would have downed a shot too.
Bam, enchanted.
She's gonna look over at Charles' character,
Nick.
Nick, I think. Why the hell are you painted like a jaguar?
Arthur will take the shot and down it.
Bam, enchanted. Oh, I would like to also note that in the dreaming that Dez's trashy-ass apartment in the nasty part of Hong Kong turns into this wonderfully nice villa. It may be in the middle of city, like in Roman times. It's like this nice villa with a small garden out front, and so much better, so much nicer.
Hey,
But the
Sean.
room is still trashed,
Yes.
even in the dreaming.
Yes, which means for yes, Mr. Crispin, which means that at the time of this attack, it not only took place for the participants in the mortal reality, but in the dreaming as well.
Des
Oh,
gonna
and-
be pissed.
Yeah, Marcus.
Yep.
Can't you enchant yourself? You can come with us.
He has to have the rope for it as Spirit 1, otherwise he's going to be rolling it untrained, which is a +1, right, Chris?
Rose gave him something.
Fast casting is +1 difficulty.
And
The thing is, guys, I don't have a lot of combat ability right now.
Mm.
That's why Roger
Can
was
you?
asking.
I
Dude, the pacifist is going. Come on.
I will note that Julian doesn't have a lot of combat ability, but he's a great support character, and I will note that while Michael has
Arthur.
some combat capability, his major thing is support casting.
Hey, Sean.
You said Julian again. It's Arthur.
Gotcha. I got you, Charles.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay, you will take your shot. Charles, in order to initiate that effect, as per the ruling by Ari, and you will need to roll for a Mind 3 effect with a prime attachment to it to store your memories to the wristband.
What level of prime?
Prime, I want to say he said it was prime 2.
Don't have prime 2.
Well, sucks to suck.
Why
Is it possible for another mage to assist him? Because wait just a second, I need to.
There's a slight problem. Your paradigms are not exactly
Aligned.
Yeah.
yeah.
You'd have-
Otherwise, yes.
Is
but-
Prime 2 the one that you need to actually be able to use Prime in an offensive way? I forgot that part.
Yeah, Prime
Yeah.
2 gives you basically Kamehameha. Or Energy Blast, if you want to call it that. It's basically Holy Stroke. You can use it to fire quintessence from your hand, or transform a quintessence into a weapon.
Basically, the reason why he says it's a Mind 3 effect is because you need to store the memory. I mean, you need to pluck out the memory, and then it's Prime 2 to store it to an object or item because you're giving it permanency through pure magic.
Hey, Sean. I did buy prime 2 in my new XP. So we're counting old character sheet and new character sheet.
We are counting old because we are still not out of downtimes.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I know, life sucks.
Otherwise, I'd be using entropy.
Roger will go.
Yeah.
He might be able to think of something while he's in there.
Then, Sean, I'm going to
Alright.
do it a different way. And I'm just going to totally sidestep.
I will say, though, because you did attempt to do something interesting, I will, yes, popping out of the hedge, because you did call for assistance from the spirits, popping out of the hedge, since you can see chimerical reality, is, has anyone seen Dot Hack Sign or played any of those games?
Yes, I have.
I've seen it.
Frick, what are they called? I just slipped my mind. One of the animal creature things. I know what you're
Grunties.
Yeah, the grunty. Yeah,
Oh,
grunty
it's a
pops out
grunty.
of the hedge. Yeah. And just
Yes,
kind of
Chris.
looks up at Mr. Crispin with this look of, "You rang?"
Hello, little friend. A few of our friends have been...
It's not. I should clarify description. It is a tubby son of a bitch, like girth around, kind of like a hippo, but its height comes about probably chest level with average height person.
Oh.
So it's not. It's
those.
like one of those like miniature ponies.
Thank you so much
size-wise.
for answering me, my friend. It turns out that a few of our friends have been kidnapped, and I was wondering if you would be so kind as to give us some assistance, please.
He'll nod.
Thank you so much.
All right.
If it helps you at all, one of them kind of looks like a jaguar like that one. And she points at Nick.
And then the grunty will sniff Nick.
No, looks, not smells.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. He doesn't care.
Okay.
Yeah. And at that point, the grunty will then pop back to the hedge from where he came, and the satyr will turn to Adrena and go, ever onward, never retreating. That's your guys' slogan, right?
The navies, or
You would know military. That's infantry. That's army.
no? I know.
I know.
She's kind of staring at him like he's stupid.
He meant to be a jackass like that.
For fun's sake, she'll go up to him. She'll pat him on the cheek. She'll go, "See this lack of intelligence. This is why you don't get laid."
My dears, this is not the time to fight. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
It's just like, hell yeah, and he'll jump over to the hedge.
And you will go through the hedge and tumble onto a forested pathway.
Charlie's jumping.
Just for my own clarification, because this is important. Am I going to fall into the Umbra? Remember, all gauntlet ratings for me are -2.
Oh god.
The dreaming is separate.
But technically it runs parallel.
Yeah, we're also going to label it what Julia said because of ease of access. Samhain, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, it works.
Okay.
I'll jump into the hedge as well. Oh, man.
This sounds so wrong.
There is a clear pathway.
I could make
the
it
rabbits.
so much
She
worse.
jumped
So much
down
worse.
to the hedge.
Guys,
Okay, I'll let everyone.
Please don't interrupt. Yes.
There is a clear pathway, with the exception of clearly marked do not wander from the path, and by that I mean thick foliage and at least chest to waist height, like thorns, bush kind of foliage all around, kind of with this clear...
Des didn't want anyone who stumbled on it to get lost. There's a path. Follow the path.
And,
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Don't go somewhere you don't belong. It's very hard to find you. I don't want to waste my time doing that.
Those are probably the signs that you guys will read along the way. I want to go in after y'all. Stay on the path.
I may be a squire, but you getting lost is not my responsibility, idiot.
Path. I'm talking to you, Dahi.
Then there's a attached note below that says it's talking to you, Dahi. It says, "I'm not the one who ever gets lost. It's always Adam." And there's an additional sticky note that says, "It's the booby. It's distracted by them."
That note we don't know who wrote.
I have an idea.
Wow.
Quick question. If I did a ritual casting, could I use my current knowledge of Prime to put up like an energy shield of sorts?
That would be against a magical enemy, like pure raw energy. If you're looking for something that is like physical attacks or normal, that would be forces.
Oh yeah, I'm totally thinking magical right now.
Okay, so pure magical energy. Now that is different from, like, say, if someone summoned fire on you, it would still work, or things like that. But if someone, like, just went pure raw glamour or gnosis or something and fired it at you like a beam, like, I don't say, like, blast, like a spirit might have.
Hey, or holy fire.
Right.
You're going to hit. This is wonky. Brett, I need a clarification thing.
Gotcha.
If I'm looking here at what Charles is saying in the chat, that he's recording on his Google Glass. Since it's in the dreaming, he's enchanted. The things on him go with him, but how well would that work?
I would say that. What is the Google Glass recording to? Is it a Bluetooth device that's connected to something else?
No, it actually has its own onboard memory.
Okay. Makes things a little more difficult. It basically, it's going to record, but I think the standard rules for anything recording applies where
Not at the moment.
it will screw up.
Yeah. You are also not in the near dreaming, as it were, anymore. You're on a trod, which places
I'll do
you
my
in,
best, Dad.
in the Umbra in the Google. What the heck am I doing? In the dreaming, but not the near dreaming. You're not in the deep dreaming either. You're a little ways off. You're taking a windy path to get from point A to point B in
So
the
you
near dreaming.
Get like patches, but not like a complete thing.
Probably.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is that if it's trying to follow an algorithm on how to interpret what it sees, the algorithm won't be able to handle it all. It's kind of like when you take a basic program and try to make it teach you Japanese while you sleep.
Yeah.
Something's going to get lost in translation.
It is meant to handle recording things in the Tellurian. However, supernatural realms, it was not programmed to handle. You will be able to use, however, your spheres to sort of alter that, so it would be able to record the vision that you're seeing with your prime sight and stuff like that. But once again, it's going to be very convoluted and very hard for the program to interpret.
It's like an acid trip. You're viewing it all through an acid trip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, since since Ari's playing hard to get with mind things, this is the best I got.
What was it that you were going to say, Marcus?
Oh, just to let you know, I got 7 total successes on the ritual cast.
Holy Christ.
Nice.
I'd like to go effect 4 duration 3, please.
Duration 3 is for how long, Chris?
The scene, I think.
2 is seen.
Yeah, 2 is seen. Give me a moment, Sean. I'm actually right next to
Oh, I'm sorry. In that case, say.
So
2.
scene. So 2 to duration, 5 to effect, and since the target is yourself, you do not need to dedicate extra successes towards targets. Got it. So.
Please stay. If you get all 5, it would be 6 months. Okay. 3 successes a day, 4 is the story. Any other questions?
For our purposes, story, because story is a nebulous term, what was the scaling? It was turn, hour...
Turn, scene, day, story, 6 months.
Turn, scene, day,
Story.
month, 6 months at 5. And if you want to really, like, test your trials and tribulations in the realm of ST fiat past spending more than 5 to your duration, then tickle my fancy.
Is permanent at
You will not get an indefinite period of time, just a heads up. Um,
Unless we have like Prime Force.
I wasn't asking.
no, I know you're not, but I'm just clarifying since we got a couple mage players in the room.
Okay.
So the first 5 successes on an energy-based, a magical energy-based attack against you is going to be subtracted as if they never existed.
Cool beans.
And I do appreciate that W20 also made Blast not fucking retarded. Instead of it being just straight levels of damage based on their rage, the spirit actually has to fucking roll for it now, just like the rest of us children.
Yay.
Not that you're going to run into any spirits of Blast, so don't worry about that. Julia, I'm going to take a bathroom break. You get them from point A to point B through this path, throw in some fun until I get back. Call this outsourcing. I have a bathroom break, and I don't want you people lingering about.
All right, y'all in charge. You're all dead.
Shit.
This is your new ST, and she is not a pleasant person. All right, kidding. I'm assuming y'all are walking through the path, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I get a perception alertness?
Nope.
Can somebody roll 4 dice?
Yes, I can roll that for you.
My dice roller doesn't want to work right now.
Nope. Oh.
Duh.
Oh,
No. Sorry. You get nothing, James.
1 success.
1 success.
Dose.
I'll just say my wild mind's going off because I'm in the dreaming.
Marcus, did you roll?
I'm just trying to make sure that I have the right number.
Okay, it's fine. I will start with the 1 success. Brett. There is some, well, it definitely looks like blood. That could definitely be blood. It's kind of directional.
Oh.
Chris.
I also have a life sight and time sight looking and tracing the blood and how old the blood is. So.
Dude, that's definitely the blood. That is so definitely the blood. And it's directional, and it's heading that way on the path.
No shit.
That way.
I have. I'm sorry. I have 3 successes.
Perfect. Marcus, you'll notice the blood. You'll notice that there's also some like broken twigs and leaves, like someone grabbed like the hedge and was trying to stop themselves. Also, there is a piece of paper on the ground near the hedge. Still on the path, so you'd be fine to pick it up.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and examine the piece of paper.
There is blood on it, and there is it looks like whoever it was cut off from like writing, and it says Chime, C-H-I-M.
Chime or
Chime.
chime?
C-H-I-M.
Beg pardon. I found something interesting here, y'alls. Can anyone give me any insight as to what this might mean? And I'll hand it to the group.
Dreaming. I want to say chimera.
Okay.
Chimera might be a good guess.
So,
Or it could be a chime.
Marcus, because you have at least a dot of changing lore, go ahead and roll me wits intelligence's memory, I think.
yes.
I have 2. That's
Whoever has
intentional.
change of lore, wits intelligence. Standard diff.
Wits intelligence? That's a weird one.
That's a remembering roll. Intelligence plus changeling lore if he's wanting to remember something specific from the lore.
I'm having a really good night today on the rolls.
Definitely
Oh.
Chimera. It's definitely supposed to say Chimera. You can almost see where she had the E and the R, but you couldn't quite get it. Chimera.
Yeah.
I'm leaning heavily towards the Chimera, guys.
Hey Julia, you want me to roll for me as well?
Yeah. How many dice do you have?
4.
All right.
Remember something
No
off the
one's.
sheet, but
Yay!
not all of them.
Chimera. Definitely Chimera. You definitely think that she's trying to say Chimera.
Definitely thinking she's saying Chimera, but which one? Still
That's all
looking
she
around with attention deficit sort of going off.
Let's follow the Rusty Blood Trail. Follow the Rusty Blood Trail.
Time to follow.
Follow the Rusty Blood Trail.
And
Hey, SC's back. I don't have to pull shit out my ass now. Here you go, Sean.
So well pulling
and,
shit out of
and,
your ass.
and
Basically, what I told them was that there were everybody kind of grabbed like the hedge and tried to like stop themselves. There was a little bit of blood there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of blood. Maybe, after being knocked out, Day decided that using the brush and shrubbery was a great idea and got one of them and drew blood on one of them before he was quickly, I don't know, I guess subdued again. I don't know. Something like that. Use your imagination.
Bad changeling. Don't make me use the handcuffs.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
careful,
got really
you might
more
like
kinky than
it.
it should have been.
Hey.
Julia.
So,
Person
Yeah.
time.
following the blood trail from where we're at to the newer blood, because I can actually sense that.
Cool. The newer blood. I assume by the one that, hey, eat shrubbery.
Hey, that means I'm going to follow the blood trail. Because I can sense
Hey,
the blood and
it's
sense the
maybe
newer.
an improvised weapon, but it's still a melee weapon by rules, so guess who got a good cheap shot in before...
Right to the face.
the wolf is after getting pointed out the blood trail. He's following his nose.
Alrighty.
And I'm going
What's
to
the
follow.
timing?
And I'm going to follow magically induced vision of being able to actually see blood and the age of the blood.
And Arthur's going to follow the two people who's going to know where they're going.
Well, you follow the blood, and I'm going to skip from...
Adrena is in the back keeping an eye on their back flank, make sure they're not attacked.
Yeah, well, when you have two guru, it's good to have one in the front and one in the back, because sometimes people don't play nice.
Yeah, he said I was kinky.
Especially the Arun in the back.
How you doing?
So, you guys continue to follow this path. There's like little bits and pieces of notes, usually just one-word things or stuff like that. I guess Des is really good at playing dead and then dropping random papers around.
Did you think she didn't stuff her bra? Really?
I'm just saying. Oh, so you did the Bella thing and just was like, it's not me. You didn't win the title. God, we're gonna do this 5 more times because we're heels. Kinda, sorta. Anyway, enough WWE references.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna get off track.
I know.
It's actually...
And I'm gonna hate myself in the morning when they decide that they want to recruit me for a fight.
19 a.m.
Guys, it's fall back. So I've got 1:18 and I'm an hour ahead of you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. The clock on my computer still hasn't fallen back yet. That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
That's 'cause it
Now I
doesn't fall back
noticed.
till 2.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why you get... Hey, it's a time warp, Brett. You actually have the same time as us for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My computer's saying it's 11:19 or
Ah, you West Coast suckers. I hate
Yeah,
you.
it won't fall back until 2 o'clock.
Um,
What do you mean? It'll never be 2 o'clock. At least not for several more hours. I mean, we've got
Hey, I'll
like
get an extra hour of sleep if this goes too late.
we've got like 2 hours until 2.
Yeah.
Back into character. There seems to be I would like another perception. We'll call it alertness this time because apparently investigation is the bane of the characters in this scene.
I actually
I
compared to
happened to-
investigation.
I did really good in my investigation roll.
I know
thank you.
Sherlock Holmes.
2
I have
successes.
Hey,
look, I'm watching.
Sean, for those of us that can magically sense the blood, do we need the investigation or the alertness roll?
Yes,
Yes.
because it is not the blood that is being.
Okay, 3 successes.
It's not
Shut
an
up.
investigation roll. I did say perception alertness.
I
Yeah,
need
for perception
5.
alertness, 3
And
successes.
do remember, people in forms, do remember Lupus does give you a -2 on the diff. It is standard diff.
This is for Charlie. 4 dice, correct?
Actually 5. Since this is perception, alertness. Actually, no, make it. I think it's 6. Sean has more access to my sheet apparently because it said no.
Are you logged in?
On my
It should.
This is a different laptop, and I don't have my hard copy.
See, unless you're logged in, you can
I'm
access.
gonna do mine, then I'll come back to yours just a moment.
I've got 2 just so the ST's aware.
Cool. Alertness. Wow.
6.
This is go figure. The Navy SEAL has a huge, awesome perception alertness, and then one's going kick her in the balls. 1 success for a.
Good enough for government
Character.
work.
It is indeed good enough for government work, and it's a good thing you do work for the government.
Hey, and the person whose
Second page.
perception alertness sucks because, he's not very alert because he's a
Hold
fucking
on.
mage.
The
3
one
successes.
that says me.
I'll let you count. I will not look at anybody's sheet.
That's okie dokie.
I am no longer ST-ish.
Yeah, you were.
I'm the assistant to the assistant.
Yeah, Sean, I got 0.
So it's like, okay, let's make a football analogy. If a head ST is Tom Brady, and that would make me.
You're Gronk, I'm Julian.
Okay. I can live with being Gronkowski.
Oh shit, that means I botched, Sean. Every time I fail, I botch.
This means you have to.
Perception alertness is 4 dice, indeed. At diff. What form are you in, James?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Oh.
Well,
Well,
1 success.
good enough for government work, as we previously stated. Okay. Ones. There's a lot of footprints here, but you kind of shrug it off because, it looks like a pathway. It looks like a trail. Maybe it's heavily used.
Oh, no.
2
I'm tracking people.
2 successes. This sees a lot of traffic, though there is some that is looks fresher. For instance, there's the type of footprints that you might expect from a changeling. I mean, you have your like satyr there putting hoof prints, and you have your puka there putting whatever the fuck their paws put on the fucking ground, and you have your she who have these delicate, prissy footprints that they put on the ground. It's a changeling walkway, and then there's the oddballs. That look like they've seen more track videos recently. Was there anyone with more than 2 successes?
That would be Chris's character.
Chris, yeah. Yeah, those footprints that look out of place, I guess would be a good way to put it, and much smaller than the rest of them. There's a lot of them, and it looks like they've seen a lot of traffic through this area as of recently.
Yeah, they have. They're probably going in the same direction as the blood.
Yes, they are. Oh, there's also obvious for anyone who is, even someone who isn't even got no successes, I think could go, hey look, someone's being dragged across the ground!
I know, right?
Yeah.
I got that
really?
one, guys! I got you there! You guys will keep following this trail, and then there's a clearing, which looks like it was like recently forged. Like Des had spent a good time building this wonderful wall to keep people from acting like fucking idiots. And it looks like someone plowed over that wall on one side, and then brought like that crap foliage stuff in to make this ramshack barricade of sorts out of the thorns and crap that is about, I would say, up to shoulder height on the tallest person here. Not counting Krynos though. Like, so it's about probably 6 foot high.
Yeah.
About like a chain link fence height. Well, not maybe quite that high, but
Like a privacy fence.
like a privacy fence, yeah.
This is gonna be really upset. She spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah. Beyond that, there is another like about knee height that thorn stuff that's more set up like someone would set up like a concertina wire. And there's this rickety-looking structure made out of wood there.
I will blow your house down.
Right.
I hope she said that in character.
Yes, she did.
Oh, awesome. And I will blow her out. Julia, that was an awesome line. I know I'm used to the MET thing. When you have that, you just go. Except you already have full willpower, so just add one, please.
Yes! Ah! Boom! I think Marcus had a question he had to say.
Yes.
May I do a perception alertness at this point?
Yes, in fact, everyone probably should.
To
Also,
guards
Yes.
where
I would
they're
like to know
appropriate.
if the players are making any attempts to approach this structure with a modicum of stealth.
Hey, James, look at that!
Because I will say the
Right.
taller wooden structure is able to be seen at such a distance that you could, if you wish to, approach this differently. If, however, you would like to have your Raging Guru Arun boner satisfied, you can just charge in like Custard's Last Stand.
Go right ahead. Somebody's gonna start that one for you.
Roger's more of the tactical approach kind of a guy. He's
Oh.
squishy.
Oh, Sean, 3 successes on the perception alertness, and I'm also going to be using time 3 to alter my perception, specifically speeding them up.
Okay. So what does that have a mechanical effect? Does that like improve your initiative or?
No, I'm giving myself extra actions.
You're a dick because you're making my life miserable. That does it. I know exactly what you're doing, Chris. You brought extra actions to the table, and I already have Guru players.
Oh yeah.
I boo on you.
You said we're clearing, right?
Yeah.
How tall is the grass?
What grass? Remember the, you want to go chase into the brambles. Yes, you can do that. It's probably pretty high. Like, I don't know, Des would probably keep it, stupid length high, so as to prevent childlings from getting really bad ideas. So we'll say it is about 3 foot, like a picket fence height.
Okay.
On the second roll, I'm going to spend a willpower, because, yeah.
Are you going to be doing this in what form?
Hey, Sean.
Shifting to lupus.
Good, because this way at least you will not give too many fucks about the brambles. It will hurt. It will probably give you a concentration penalty, which I will apply as I feel necessary. But you'll be
Willpower?
sure if you want to add like successes to whatever you're doing, but it won't negate the unless you have the merit concentration.
Hey, Sean.
One
Well-
second.
Sorry.
So it will hurt, it will sting, but you're regenerating, so you have about 0 fucks to give.
Cool.
Charles, yes.
First the shield. invisibility and no sound.
Oh, what about invisibility?
Forces shield. That's
Forces, just so you know, forces to shield invisibility means you are blind.
Yes. You can't see
It's
as
a
well
light
as they
shield.
can see you.
It's a light shield.
It is one of those, oh shit, let me hit the escape pods. I know where I'm running. I'm running this way. I just keep running this way.
Alright.
And they can't see me, and it doesn't matter that I can't see shit.
Alright, then how about just a classic forces shield?
Yes, you can roll for a Force's Shield. Are you doing quick, fast cast one roll, or are you going for ritual?
Oh, since I have the time ritual.
So Sean,
Okay.
total of 7 successes. I am splitting. I'm doing 2 towards duration of scene, 4 towards 2 extra actions, and 1 I'm going to. Oh god damn it! I'm adding. Shit. Who's the strongest looking person in the group?
That would be Adrena, the Navy SEAL.
Well, I'm giving Adrena the 2 extra actions as well.
Yes.
I will anoint right now for my lack of headache or anything. Julia, you have this option. I am not going to let rage actions stack with that. So how long is this effect, Chris?
Scene.
Scene? So for the scene,
That's
you
good.
have those 2 extra actions, and you can use rage to whatever you want to, but not towards extra actions.
I was raised range anyway.
Good, you're a nice person. I like you.
6 successes.
Okay, how are you splitting those, Charles?
2 to scene and the rest to damage mitigation.
It does not negate damage, it negates successes on the 2-hit roll.
Yeah.
But yes, I will
that's
keep
what
that
said.
in mind. What's Mr. Crispin doing, Marcus?
Well, I got one on the initial reception on this thing you asked for.
Okay.
I had an idea. If this works, Roger would suggest the idea to the group, but on an out of character level, I'm not sure if Roger can. But what he was going to suggest is we have our friends go and try to spook them, and the mages can set prime traps and whatnot so that on their way out they get blasted by energies and other interesting things.
Or I could just go up there and dissolve the building.
I will note that. Wait, before we go anywhere, well, first I'm going to give you your perception thing. Yes, there are these goblin-looking things on the wall with weapons and chittering and chattering as to which they do. You, as a mage, Mr. Crispin, you do have changeling lore you have set, correct?
Yes.
Do you have Spear of Primal Spirit?
Yes.
I have 2 in spirit.
Enunciating.
I am William Shatner.
Yes.
In fact,
ST.
spirit is my major.
Grandiose. You know that what's Esoterica is kind of that spirit lore thing for mages, right?
Right?
Umbral lore is, but Esoterica gives you a wide. It's kind of like being a jack of all trades when it comes to mystical knowledge.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
can specialize it later on.
Gotcha. Do you have spirit lore, sir?
I believe so, although I would feel more comfortable if Ari could confirm. But I do believe so since I'm dating a Hessian.
I would just like to point out there's somebody next to you who is a certified expert on spirits.
It's more of an understanding through changeling lore and everything on these and spirit lore in kind of that tandem way of Charles wants to dissolve the building. Between the two of you, your minds merge, and what is that building made of?
By the way, Sean, I do have
Wood?
Green stuff?
Hey, Sean, I do have matter sight up as well.
Huh?
I do have matter sight up as well.
Right. There's no matter there.
Yeah.
Ha!
You're
It's
in
called
a
dream.
realm of pure imagination, dreams, and spirits.
Alright,
What
guys.
matter?
I'm gonna
So-
sort this one out.
Roger is going to share the idea with Arthur, and see what we can do as far as, I guess, bringing.
Don't get me wrong, Charles. That was a great flash of brilliance. Unfortunately, you are in the wrong realm for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Would this
Yeah.
qualify under esoterica or umbra lore? Spirit lore?
Spirit Lord, I believe.
Hey, Sean.
hmm
Can I obfuscate? I mean, can I do mine too?
Mine too.
I'm putting 3 successes towards whatever Roger's trying to do for determining the spirit situation.
Brett, riddle me this, Cape Crusader. These are chimera. How would they be affected by a mind effect that basically operates as per obfuscate?
Technically, chimera. Oh no, wait. We are in the dreaming. Therefore,
Yes.
chimera do have operant minds. He is
Okay.
enchanted, which means that he can affect chimera as if they were real.
Okay.
Therefore,
Just wanted that clarification. Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any need for spirit or anything like that before we proceeded. That way I'm not telling Charles, hey, you can do this thing, and then I get told later, no, he couldn't have.
Well, right now, the most powerful character in our party is Charles.
The fuck, why?
You're a mind mage. You can create illusions which are real in the dreaming.
You're
Yep.
shitting me, right?
Nope.
No, he's not.
I will put a limiting factor on it because that could get wonky, crazy, and stupid. That, much like Changelings or Guru would have to do in the Umbra, you will need to spend Quint to make any alterations like that before you
might
cast
I
to make
also
them.
point out that he's a pattern mage. Creating things out of thin air is not necessarily part of his paradigm
Yeah, that too.
or his
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be one thing if one of us pulled that out, but him, no.
Not to mention if I help, considering I shapeshift, I'm a contradict. Being a pure half spirit in life.
Yeah.
Actually, Adrena will turn to Charlie, and in Mother's... Never mind. No, she won't. Charlie has disappeared.
I'm sure he'll come back.
ST. Adrena will turn to Charlie and say, if you have my 6, I'll get the 12 and draw their fire in Mother's tongue.
Well, he's back, so 1 second. Let him load and get back into here, and then you can handle that. Hopefully it's not that night like that one scene where it was me, you, and Deb, and him flickering in and out, in and out, in and out.
And
James, are you there?
You guys, don't tell me what I can do, then tell me I can't do it.
we're just trying to sort something out, but
I'm a lady, Charles. I can
Well,
tell you
haven't you-
anything and change
Hey.
my mind.
Charles, what we're doing is we're saying that you're the most powerful character. Unfortunately, your paradigm fucks you.
He, however, still can totally play the mind limbo game of John Cena, you can't see me, right? And also BT Dub, while I'm here also on this whole thing, fuck your mother as I fuck with your mind.
Hey, Sean, by the way,
Yeah.
I know I sidestep around that. You know my little watch thing that I keep on carrying around with me and I make a big deal out of?
The little freaking
Yes.
almost Omni device thing.
Yeah, Mass Effect. Yeah. It can project holograms. Or, what do you call it? Things, screen projector.
There is a slight problem with this. You're bringing technology into the dreaming, which the dreaming is immediately going to go. Now, I get what you're trying to say, making illusions and everything, but the way in which your paradigm operates to make those illusions, the dreaming's going to go, nope, ain't out, get it out of here.
Yeah.
I have a thought. Could Arthur and I, using our spirit stuff, basically disperse the spirit stuff out of which the building is made, thereby effectively taking the building away?
It would require physical contact since neither of us have correspondence.
Yeah. Which means that you would have to get a path cleared, get to the building, and while you're there already, you might as well just take it apart with your bare hands.
Actually, that's not hard to do, because Roger and Arthur are going to have this conference, and we're going to turn to Adrena. Would
She
you
is
mind?
Lucas.
I'm sorry.
Adrena's in Lupus.
So, Wolf.
So you're like, well, I've got this brilliant idea. Let me just get a.
I figured as much, but he's gonna say to Adrena, would you mind if we gave your weaponry a bit of a boost? We have an idea which will really mess up their day. And
She'll kind of look down at her clawed paws and like lick her teeth and cock her head at you and go,
Okay.
"Arr?"
Hey,
we,
Juliet.
Yep.
we enchant the claws with our spell, and then she touches the thing.
Yeah, good word.
Sean.
Hey, Juliet. Just think how fast you actually did that.
Yeah.
Because
Wait,
you're moving
1
3
second,
times as
Chris.
fast as normal.
What'd you want, Charles?
I'll type it out.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to give James one more crack at. Here he comes. And if this does not work, then we'll try and proceed and fill him in as we best can.
Alright, check your messages.
I'm not saying none of your tech works here. It's just, you know how Paradox actively denies mage magic? Well, think about it in the inverse here. You're in the dreaming. The dreaming is actively denying. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It's just some things may not work as they're intended, and some things may not work at all. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like your recording, it works because you have certain sight visions up to enhance it to make it be able to work, but it's not working as intended.
Well, I was thinking that I could just make it Phantom Army in their heads and make them fight themselves. Do the whole evil guy and just make
Interesting.
everybody
Okay,
seem like the enemy.
That would mean that you would have to split between targets, duration, and effect.
I don't have correspondence, Sean.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd do one guy at a time.
So you need to do it as a ritual casting, bro.
Yep. I'd do one guy at a time. But I can see him.
Adrena to Charlie
Yeah.
in Mother's
Sure.
tongue. I have your 12 if you have my 6. I will draw their fire away from the building.
Okay. Out of character, translate for the player. I know what 6 means. Oh, you're basically
if you-
I
saying
can
I'm going
protect
to
if you. I can draw their fire if you can protect my back. I'm going down this way so that you can get to the building.
Okay.
Military speak, it's what she does.
Yeah.
Sean, 3 successes.
Success to do what?
Change the guy he's standing next to into his enemy.
Okay.
His
Their
worst nightmare, I should say.
his worst nightmare. Why does this feel like my first episode in the Dreaming when Daniel had dementation?
And it lasts for a scene, Sean.
God.
Okay. So First, there's a scuffle at somewhere behind the wall. Well, actually, up on top of the wall because there's some of them that are up there on the ramparts. Between two, as one decides to just start attacking his fellow, and they've got these like, you know, when a shield and a sword is in bad physical condition, it's still sharp, it can still cut, but it's got that dull and rusted and nasty, and I wouldn't shank the neighbor's rabid dog with that, let alone, because that would just be mean. So they start going at it. And at this time, seeing the ruckus and trying to disperse it as his two fellows on the other side of them, while that's going on, a big horn blows. And while that does converge on a convenient distraction, I think this would be an opportune time to move into rounds.
Damn it, Sean.
Oh, God.
So, I will need people to roll initiative.
Alright, I'll roll for you first, James.
Once you have your initiative, please post
Alright.
it in the chat.
Dex plus what, Sean?
Dex plus wits plus a d10.
Yay!
Arthur, buddy, how fast are you?
I'm at 11.
11.
Okay. How much is yours, Adrena?
Six, 12, 18, plus I'm in Lupus.
So Dex bump and Lupus is plus, I want to say 4.
I think so.
So 22.
22, and I get 2 extra actions per round.
Okay. Put that note. Okay, now to check the wonderful chat, which has my wonderful stuff. Brett is going at 11. Oh, darn it. Sorry, Marcus.
Oh,
That's cool.
Chris, what's your wits?
2.
Wits 3.
How much is what was your Dex, Brett?
My Dex is 2, Wits is 3.
And then Chris, what's yours?
Dex 4, wits 2.
1 second here. Chris.
With my dex being nimble.
2, 3.
I have
2.
2 in Dex and 2 in Wits, just so you know.
Alright.
He's asking us because it's determining a tie.
5. And then, frick it, I'll put the Satyr at the bottom in case I need to do stuff. Because evening the odds with ST Magic. So, first in the initiative is going to be Julia. Second in the initiative will be Chris. Third in the initiative will be James. Next will be Brett, followed by Marcus, followed by NPCs in all their majesty and glory.
I was attempting to hide, which is why I turned to Lupus. I never got to make the roll. Do you want me to make the roll now? Or
Yes,
is
go
it-
ahead before we get into rounds.
You forgot to put Charles in there for Nick.
Charles? Oh, shit. What was Charles? What were you on the initiative? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think
Can I get the chat, please? 10. Okay, gotcha. So you are after Brett. Okay, gotcha.
So still the Dex athletics, right? Dex athletics or stealth.
He'd be Dex Stealth.
Dex. Where's my stealth?
Should be under skill set.
Stealth is 2. Dex is 3 plus 4 for Lupus. 7, 8, 9 dice.
You're good.
I am hidden.
Especially since they're distracted.
Yeah. Okay,
You are hidden. They still have the front of the wall, like the what look might be an entranceway, barred. There are some people up on these ramparts about 6, 7 feet off the ground, with this brambly crap.
okay, I'm going to move away from the party and in the bramble howl.
Okay.
Attention here, attention here. Hello.
Okay. Next up in the initiative cycle is Chris. Chris, what would you like to do with your designated time? It would help if you're not muted properly.
I'm going to hold for now.
Holding. That is a perfectly acceptable action. James.
Shifting in a hit spell and burning rage for extra actions.
All right. Are you spending a rage as well to shift, or are you actually going to make a roll on that? Rage spent means it's a free action, or you're spending your turn making the roll to shift?
I'm spending my turn into the shift because I only have 2 rage. And if I spend another one, I'd automatically.
So go ahead and go ahead and roll me stamina primal urge. As my voice goes sour. 6 dice.
No, Sean, those ears actually look good. Look like real ears on you, man.
So do you need us to roll, or you got it?
We need to roll for him.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm kind of broke right now.
Yeah, that's right.
That is my sheet.
Oh, that is his. Stamina, that's pretty good. And yeah, wow. You could probably pull this off. Pink to Galabro, pink to Krynos, pink to Hispo. You did make it, sir, by the hair of your chinny chin chin, because it is diff 7.
Yay!
He's not stuck mid-shift.
Next up is Brett.
I'm going to be spending this round concentrating and chanting low on Enochian.
Okie dokie. Next up is Charles.
I'm going to take something out of my pocket, and I'm going to bind an effect to it, Sean, if that's okay.
Alright, what effect are you shooting for?
The same mind effect that's on me.
Oh.
I'm not going to have it last more than the scene.
Okay, what mind effect are you doing?
Don't look at me. Apu.
Gotcha. And you're going to mind effect to it. The item that you're pulling out of your pocket for ST clarification?
A pin. A lapel.
A pin.
Yeah, it's
okay.
A pin.
So this mind effect, like you're pulling out a pin. Okay. So
No,
that's
no.
all sensory, ignore me.
It's a pin that you put through your shirt.
Gotcha.
Wrong pin.
Okay. So all sensory thing, ignore me, sound, sight.
Yep.
Okay. Next up will be Marcus.
Okay. What I think I'm going to do is, it's a little sneaky in a sense, but while they're distracted, I'm going to make my way to the guard wall, and if you'll let me, I'm going to redirect the energy that I was using as a shield into that disenchanting thing that takes the wall away.
Okie dokie. So, fuck. How would you roll this? Oh, we won today.
We won today.
Uh-oh.
We're up 3-1.
Yeah. Sorry about that distraction. Brett, how would you rule that? He's rechanneling energy, but it's not technically a counter-spelling the wall. How would that?
Turn the energy into a blast at it, or he already has it informed. However, it would be another Arite roll to redirect it.
Mhm. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just clarifying how that would operate. Once again, mage ignorance.
It's
So
cool.
yeah, I will need a. You will get this. This is a simple matter of fact roll, like a free roll, because I'm basically checking to see if the NPCs notice you. I don't feel like rolling all day long for yours, so go ahead and roll Dex Stealth. If you get a success, they're too busy dealing with other shit to be bothered by you.
Okay. What I'll do in that case is, since I don't actually have stealth, I'll do my dex at an increased difficulty.
Yes, it would be an increased difficulty of 2 because you're untrained in a skill.
Okay. Spending a willpower point because I really hate ones.
Yeah, don't we all?
Mm,
Unless
this is
it's
kind
the
of
ST.
important.
1 success, which negates the botch, which means a fail.
But I've just howled.
Yeah. So we'll call that Julia's howl gave you just enough of a sliver to get in there. Go ahead and roll for your effect
Okay.
without being noticed. They will notice, however, when a big chunk of their wall is missing.
Well,
Yeah.
what I think, because we're in the dreaming, right? So it's easier in the dreaming for magic.
It's not easier, but it is paradox free. Enjoy yourself.
It's all coincidental.
Okay.
Except for me.
Unless somebody shouts out or opens their mouth.
Hey, you can't do that.
Streaming.
I think if someone said that, the dream itself would bitch slap the poor motherfucker.
Yeah.
So given the difficulties of magic and how it kind of decreases under certain factors, what diff am I? Because it's either 1 or 2. I know that much.
Are you saying that the difficulty should be 1 or 2 depending on what you're doing, or what?
Oh no! I mean it. I mean it when.
Oh, I mean the number of successes. Got it. Yeah, because diff can't see below 3. I was upset there going, what?
No, dude. I wouldn't be as. I wouldn't be as. No, that's just no.
I personally am a big fan of the mage rule that if it was to sink below 3, you move it back up to 3 and then add an automatic success. But what are you arguing for that being diff 3? What's the factors? As
Well,
is like
No,
foci affects that? Is it a exceptional foci? There's a whole bunch of laundry listed.
well, it's. We are in the dreaming. So we are in a place that is essentially pure imagination, and
Yep, true belief.
in essence pure magic.
And
So-
it's also Sam Hain.
Yeah.
That too.
I'll give you the Sam Hain thing to drop the difficulty by 1, but as far as the dreaming, the benefit of the dreaming is no paradox.
Okay. So 1 to channel the energy from my shield into the wall and cause problems.
Would that be enough, Brett, or?
What's the health level of the wall?
ST didn't think about that.
I'm sorry.
I would say it's made out of brambles, so not that much. I mean, it would be like sturdying and fortifying fucking plywood level of strength.
That would give it 1 health level, so he basically negates a health level. So
So,
It dropped.
no,
no,
it
there's
doesn't drop. It just disperses into its primordial particles.
Oh, fine.
Oh.
So, blah. Breathe it in. Breathe in the glamour.
Yes.
So, anyone
Everyone
that was
knows
on that wall is now falling down or something.
No, it doesn't
Okay.
fall down. It literally just goes.
And glamour disperses everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, that was effective. NPCs. Well, no one. Captain Grunty, which now has like this like ramming helmet thing, did not realize Mr. Crispin's plan, and so he busts open the front door. So now there's 2 wonderful holes in the front gate as he battle rams the flimsy front door and kicks that motherfucker in.
There goes my plan.
Yeah. NPCs at this point are not particularly pleased.
Surprise?
Surprise butt sex, maybe.
What?
They are stunned, but the horn already had them like going for weapons in high alert. So there's the ones that are like on the ramparts that are too busy trying to like deal with their crap, but the other ones are quickly mustering up their arms and everything. Since we're at the bottom of rounds, Mr. Crispin, would you be so kind as to give me a perception alertness roll at, since you just got done doing that attack, a modified diff of +2?
Question, Sean.
Ouch. Okay.
How many of the goblins are outside?
Outside, there's 4, but you can hear scurrying and chattering within the building, so it is safe to say that there is probably quite a few more inside said building with windows.
Is one near Crispin?
Well, he blew
one
a
that
hole
burst
in
the
the
wall?
wall, so it's safe to say that there might be 1 or 2 above him on the ramparts.
Okay,
With
so
their
the one
sword
that
and board.
burst the wall did not burst out near Crispin.
No, the Grunty burst through the wall.
Yay, I've got 2.
Yeah, burst through the wall in towards enemies
Oh,
to give
okay.
you another opening. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it Diff 6, Sean?
I said modified diff because he was in the middle of taking an action, and as he was looking around in the middle of blasting a hole in the wall, he goes, "Oh, well, that's a very nice thing to have." Rolled up in the top of this tower, and about like, well, it's not. I don't know if we would like to call it a tower. It's like what would happen if someone had nothing but 2x4s and decided, yeah, that's how you make a tower.
Yeah.
At the top of this tower, now that you are close enough and the wall is not particularly confronting you none, you notice this old-style muzzle-loading cannon.
Oh, so mine. I'm so gonna use that.
Oh, Sean?
Which is being loaded.
Sean?
Yeah.
For my everyman, I'm going to draw my kukri.
Oh, kukri, awesome.
Awesome. Alrighty. Extra actions, number 1, Julia.
Shifting to Crinus. Like,
You can spend a rage so long as it is not for extra actions in extra actions.
spending rage to shift to Crinus.
Okay?
I
You burst through that foliage like it was wet paper towels.
I got as close to the wall as I could. Are there any directly in front of me?
They had the rampart up around block area, but you're also 9 feet tall, which makes you higher than the wall. And little Mumpkin dude is more busy going, "Hey, knock it off! Stop Why are you fighting him? I get he stole your beer last night, but this is kind of freaking ridiculous. Stop it. So he has his back. Surprise.
But he looks like a
Okie
horrible
dokie.
man-eating monster. I have to kill him.
Yeah, it's...
This is what we like to call the game popping things like a zit. It is the favorite Guru game of
Strange.
squishy targets that should know better than to tango with a Guru.
Yeah, no, right?
Wrong.
It is Dex Brawl to hit with claws.
And modifier for kindness.
What plus one to Dex?
That's what I thought.
I do cooking in Krynos because of the Dex
One is
modifier,
good enough.
as the joke goes.
Strength is plus.
Strength plus 1 is claws.
Yes, but for Krynos. It's strength plus 2.
Strength plus 1 is claws transformed into axe.
Oh wait, no. Strength plus 1 is Wimpy Gangrel claws. This is Guru claw. Strength plus 2. That is correct.
Yeah.
All
But what is my strength in Krynos?
Your strength in Krynos is a plus 3 modifier.
+4.
Plus 4, excuse me. I was thinking of stamina.
5, 6, 7, 8,
because Guru are walking war machines.
10.
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
1, 2,
Good, Julia.
4 to hit
What do you mean for
for
damage?
damage.
I'm not even gonna roll soak on that shit.
Can I go ahead and do
First body power.
Goblin go bye bye.
right there?
Chris, do you got anything you're doing on your first action?
Oh,
First extra.
one of the goblins are, at least one of the goblins are outside, right?
No, they haven't gotten the chance to leave their ramparts or anything. They're all.
The one that charged through the gate, Sean.
No, apparently that charged into the gate.
That was
Yeah.
Grunty. That was the little hippo thing with the hat on. Well, helmet.
So, I'm going to approach the ramparts because Crispin's going to need some artillery support. I mean, some support here in a second.
I'm expecting someone who is of House for the Order of Hermes to suddenly go fireball crazy, like it's spring cleaning.
Is that your
at
first
D&D.
action, or
But we don't have any flambeaus with us.
Yeah, Sean, I'm not a forces mage. I've only got forces 1.
I understand, but I have to continue the stereotype. You're a hermetic, therefore you are a jerry-rigged D&D mage, always.
Okay, Sean.
Just
So,
wait until Arthur gets to his action. You're gonna.
my everyman is, or not my everyman, my first extra action is to approach where Crispin is.
Okay.
then James?
James, it is your single solo rage action.
James is going to be, since James was following Adrena, he will be going after. How tall is a Hispo?
Hispo is direwolf. Instead of being really tall, big Krynos Guru, you're more.
Hunched over.
It's like
You're
6 feet.
about at the shoulders, probably about as tall as a human stands on 2 feet.
So basically, I'll be. I'm.
You're a
Pretty
fucking
much.
big wolf. And the fact that someone pissed you off should make them very, very much piss in their pants.
I'm taller than the wall.
Wait,
Yeah.
how many dice is that?
I'm
Krynos?
pretty much jumping over the wall and
Oh,
pretty
Hispo.
much.
Yeah, Hispo's
I have-
easily clearing the wall.
I'm pretty much pouncing onto one of the other goblins and start mauling him.
Well, that shouldn't be difficult.
So, grapple?
Yes, he is going to first need to make a grapple check.
Dex roll, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And he's in Hispo, so...
Dex modifier is +2. Or am I wrong, Chris? In Hispo.
Hispo is +2 dex.
Gotcha.
That's 6 dice plus my brawl, which would be like 2. No, 1.
That connects. Go ahead and
Yeah.
do
So
damage.
3 roll over, and then is it a bite?
Are you doing claw or bite? You're going for maul. I would assume bite.
Biting.
Okay.
A lot of biting.
Throw in the bite modifier for it being Hispo.
Which makes it strength +2, +3 rollover, and he has +3 strength from being in Hispa.
So
So it's 6
5,
strength.
4, 9, plus 3 roll over, plus 2 for Hispo. Roll.
I think that falls under
I
chunky
think it's
salsa
dead.
rule.
Nice.
That
Chunky
definitely
salsa.
falls under chunky salsa rules.
Anybody have any chips? We have salsa.
Exploded.
Chunky salsa
2,
rules.
4, 6, 8, 9
9.
successes. I got the last one.
Congratulations on doing more damage, doubling its health levels, pretty much. And then with 1 left over, just in case.
4,
Oh, it switched.
4, because
I
the
broke
hands
it.
not spec.
What's your strength reserves? What are you doing?
Claw.
Claw is not strength based; it is dex based.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still the same.
Yeah.
But never mind. So 2 roll over. 2 plus strength plus 2 is another 6. 8.
Well, the
plus
Krenos, the crew have the goblins
Krenos.
attention now.
I love how they got the jump on some PCs, and then the PCs returned the favor.
So it's dead.
Yeah.
It's Chris body powder.
With
More
pretty
chunky
sure, like,
salsa.
Parts of the walls are coming
Oh,
down.
and
too.
by the way, it's not like a gory scene. It's like you're playing Legend of Zelda, and they just kind of go.
Nice.
with extra prejudice.
Yes.
So who's next, John?
They don't like. There's no
Top
gore.
around, so-
Nope. My second action.
Yeah, Chris's second
Uh,
action. They just
uh,
kind of explode in a poof of smoke, Legend of Zelda style.
Sean, is there any of them near Rogers, near Crispin?
There is because there is 2 on either side of the gap in the ramparts above the 2 of you.
Okay. One that I can get with the kukri?
Give me a dex check to hop up there. Dex athletics. Because it is the wall is about the same height as it's about 6 foot, so you'd have to oomph up there because they're on a platform up there about level with the wall.
And as for that 10 there, my dex spec is nimble.
Okay. Yeah, you made that easy.
Okay. Would you like me to roll my dex melee for how bad this is going to hurt him?
Cool. Go for it.
Apparently I'm going to fucking miss because of ones.
Yeah.
On guard!
Wait.
Damn it.
Reach
I
up,
make fancy
push the orc
poses.
off the bridge. Presses back gently. The orc is uncomfortable.
The blade cuts the air.
Actually, wait. It is a knife.
It is, yes.
Oh, which would
Lower
make the diff lower.
Yeah, diffs are 4.
Success.
Bitch, there's 1 net success. I still hit.
Good enough for government work. Do it.
One success.
Takes 1.
1 lethal.
Ah! Hey, Sean. I'm not sure if that's 1 lethal.
Oh.
Two ag.
That's a ceremonial kukri.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
iron.
You're a
Oh.
bitch.
Yeah.
That's more like 1 ow.
You're a bitch.
Oh,
All of a sudden, it just explodes because
dude. Do you realize what you've just done?
One act.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Whipped out cold iron in front of face.
Yeah.
The satyr will be staying closer to the guru because the guru are at least not wielding iron.
Seems like they look safer.
Yeah, they look very much safer because whereas they might kill me, I will actually reincarnate. If he kills me, I won't.
Roger just kind of says, "Thank you" in a genuine voice, and then face palms.
All right. Top of
It's
every man
like-
again.
Dude, you brought cold iron into the dreaming. What the
Yes.
hell is wrong with you?
I would say there is
Chair
damage,
on the chair.
but it's not any like huge structural damage. Like you knocked the platform off.
Fuck it,
that-
I'm shouldering through the fucking wall.
Oh, I thought you like catapulted
kind of-
yourself up over it, not like we're reaching for like treats on the top shelf,
Yeah, that
like
works
an
too.
adult grabbing things off the.
Yeah, that works too. I'm up top.
Yeah.
What's close to me?
One last,
It's fine.
goblin pissing his pants on the wall.
There's a hippo, werewolf looking at him evilly.
2 successes.
No, I think
Is
they're
it
also slightly
bludgeon?
terrified that someone pulled iron on them.
Sure.
Also, Krynos Guru.
True.
Just another hedge in the wall. He'll negate a success.
That's fine.
So government work.
I know, right?
Apparently the IRS entered the dreaming.
I think it's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Dead.
It is indeed dead.
I like dead things.
Like,
Yeah.
you like friggin' dissected and trisected it at the same time.
Chris.
You've got visceral goo on your claws.
Chris, you stabbed with the kukri. The little goblin screams out in agony because ag hurts, mommy.
Yes, it does.
And he's about to do it again.
He will gladly dodge again.
I am actually not attacking him.
Oh, that's good.
I'm slipstreaming.
What is that?
That's using magic to boost my defenses and full dodge for my actual action. 3 successes on the cast roll. I'm
You're
using
an
time magic.
attention-grabbing whore, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm using time magic.
The goblin's
I
like,
mean-
ah!
Hey, Sean, I'm using time magic to note the exact precise moment of where they're going to hit and when they're going to hit.
I'm
To
going
dodge
to,
it.
as an ST, break down the fourth wall and ask Des why she invited mages to her fucking party.
She didn't. She didn't. Talk to Arthur.
I thought.
You invited Mr. Crispin, you said as much at the beginning of the scene, and you invited Arthur.
Which
Two
I-
mages.
Beg your pardon?
Those aren't me.
I've done nothing wrong.
Arthur,
ST would like to know why Des invited mages to dreaming.
I didn't invite him to a dreaming. I invited him to a party. How the fuck was I supposed to know?
I
Oh,
just
she's
said
supposed to
that.
go.
I did nothing wrong.
James is up next.
Yes.
are we back at the beginning of rounds again?
Yeah, we're at every man, going through every man steadily.
All right,
Um,
I'm spending 2 quintessence and a willpower.
Oh, I said James it's not quite you yet, Brett.
Oh, I
you're next.
thought we had to declare expenditures at the beginning.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I've been kind of not doing it this, but yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I assume you're kosher with your expenditures.
Yep.
So what you up to, James? You got no TGTs except for the ones on the other end of the wall that the mages are currently. Clearly they're mages, so they're screaming, "Help! Help! Save us! We can't handle this."
What? What the hell?
Is this
I'm
still
translating the
somewhat
situation
outdoor?
for Guru.
Yeah.
Y'all can
Is this
back
still
and watch
somewhat
the-
outdoor,
What's up?
Sean? Is this still somewhat outdoor where I can see the moon?
No, it's so dense foliage that the moon is not visible.
You're in the dreaming.
Okay, let me explain something here, Charles. Yes, you are in the dreaming. You've watched the Hobbit trilogy thing, right? Mirkwood.
Yeah.
That dense.
Oh dear God, we're in more.
I never said that. I said it was like.
She told you to stay on the
Okay.
path.
He's comparing it to Mirkwood. And is that dark in here right now?
Alright, Sean, I'm gonna go pee, so I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, no problem. So
Uh,
what do you? Looking at the moon is not an option here. What's Plan B for Charlie?
Get angry, bro.
Plan B for Charlie is rolling. I think charisma intimidation for a war howl,
Okay.
and probably going over and see if he can help out the mages.
Okay.
Uh,
So intimidation, you have no dots in. But the good news is that you can use. Wait, you're in Hispo, right? You don't even have manipulation.
Yes.
But there is an option you can use. Hi, Julia, roll a strength. Straight.
Straight strength. Okay.
Yes, because Guru may not have manipulation or charisma, but it says specifically in the book for the purposes of intimidating people by using your strength.
You can
Or-
you can use your strength instead of your manipulation, so you roll your strength intimidation, but he doesn't have any intim, I think. Maybe.
But he can roll it still untrained, and he got one success, which means yes, those people out there, the two that are left, piss their pants. They don't want to be here, very much so. But I think that was already established when the mage walked up and blew a hole in their wall.
Yeah.
And then the Krynos went, I kill you, I kill you, I kill you.
It was like Adrena wasn't in Krynos. It's like she went to the Walmart and was picking out grapes from the top shelf of the.
This one looks good.
All right, that would bring us to Brett.
No, not me. It should be Chris next. Oh wait, Chris already. All right. So Arthur draws a task out of his pocket, burn 2 quintessence to lower difficulty, and willpower for our success. Pierces the task and holds it out as pure quintessence.
Oh shit!
1, 2, 3.
Is she about to come wave that tower? Because that would be really badass.
Don't do that while I'm there. Don't do that while we don't know where Des and Davey are.
Oh god.
Barely.
Oh snap! Was that a just? Please tell me that was just a fail.
Fail.
That was just a failure.
Good.
Whew.
So
Botches are bad.
yeah,
Okay.
Yo.
holding.
Okay.
He's now holding a ball of quintessence in his hand and is going, "Fuck."
You didn't focus long enough.
Listen to it fizz.
Well,
Umchi.
I'll let you know on an evil scale as far as STs go. I'm more of a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, I would have been that douchey ST that goes, it blew up in your hand.
Well, the thing is that I had spent the previous round working with my spirit foci, burned 2 quintessence to lower the difficulty from a 6 to a 4,
Well, thank God for that.
and then spent the willpower for the auto sucks and still failed.
Wow.
Oh man.
The dice gen quietly went, pink.
Well, I didn't know it'd do that. I'm sorry.
Let me try and I can't put it. I won't. Oh.
It's done.
Yeah. Charles.
Alright, I'm gonna slowly walk towards the, I'm gonna walk towards the wall and go in through the entrance. And I am going to
Have I missed a turn somewhere? I'm
No,
sorry.
you're right
Jim.
after Charles.
going to
Extra
restore.
action.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Sorry.
like that.
And Sean, have you played the new Batman game?
The new Batman game, no, I haven't played any of them.
Okay, well, if you've ever played the new Batman game, the first thing you go into is you play as a police officer and you experience the fear gas.
Okay.
That's the effect.
Okay. So you're going to kick down the door to the tower.
Didn't somebody run through it?
No, that was the rampart.
I was kidding when I said huff and puff and blow your house down. I really was. Let's get the guys out first.
So yeah, the rampart was already. Okay, let's establish this. The rampart, the real where the entrance is supposed to be, was knocked down by your grunty chimera friend. Because he did not realize that Mr. Crispin was going to blow his own life-size hole in the wall to the right of him. You have two holes. You have the rampart, and then beyond it is this tower.
Yep.
With a doorway at the bottom.
I'm going through the hole through a doorway, and I spent a willpower.
And what was that again?
I spent a willpower to make the fear effect. Make everybody see their worst nightmares.
And where's it?
It's focused on me, but I'm just going to go up through the tower.
So where you are at, if they come within X radius of you, are affected by it.
I'm gonna hurt you.
So
I'm hurt you.
I'm walking into the door. So if that makes any difference.
Well, the door is kind of barricaded, so walking through it is not an option. On the tower.
Question, ST.
Uh-huh.
There's a Krynos Guru on a rickety wall thing that was hastily put together.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Okay.
I would make a note that I would assume that this effect does not discern between friend nor foe.
Yeah, by the way, it doesn't discern between friend or foe.
Okay. NPC's turn. Just to make a note
I thought
of
I was
size.
at Charles.
Oh yeah, sorry, Marcus. That's my bad. Marcus,
Cool.
you started out this first round with some flair. Let's see some more flair, because Chris decided to step down the flair. He
Yes,
stabbed
one.
something and then decided to be a pansy, like a mage should be.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's see some flair.
get
What's
the
your
last-
action? I said,
Okay.
Chris started out with some flair too. He stabbed someone and then became a pussy.
Well, no, that's
What?
because I'm going to stab him in extra actions.
Okay.
Okay, once.
What's your action?
Sorry guys, this is awesome. I mean, this is like the first time I get to use Sullen magic. So it's
Why do you
like,
think I love doing
hot
things
damn.
in the dreaming?
Don't get
What's
used
this reality bullshit? Put it up on a shelf.
to it. Alright, what were you wanting to do?
what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my paper dolls, you know, one of those and I'm gonna enchant it with spirit energy, and I'm gonna make it so that the spirit energy actually blows out their cannon. So, like, I mean, they go to light it and it doesn't work.
That's just the Forces 2 effect.
Like, no cannon for you.
Oh, that's very mean of you.
No cannon for you.
All right, go for it. You're
So he pulls out the
Trivial.
paper thing. He starts to chant. He calls upon the august personage in Jade to lend him his strength. I'm a Woolongans within the thing.
I'm an ST who's like that little child who's had his fireworks taken away from him. I'm not happy anymore.
Spending
Just open that door, Sean. It'll be right over fine.
Spending willpower. Gotcha.
spending a willpower. Yay! 3 successes.
I see a 10 there. I'm not a happy camper. Why must you take away my fireworks?
Hey, Sean. this is
Daddy?
the devil.
That's mean. I just wanted to blow up the anthills with the black cats.
So it's just like,
Sean, does the pistol tin double because it's magic?
Technically, by book rules, no. That's more of a house rule kind of thing.
Okay.
I was like, people see Crispin doing the whole. Oh, just a second. Is it diff 5? Because if it is, it's actually 4 successes.
What level spirit rope were you using?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
What level spirit were you using, and was it a rote or was it fast casted?
Oh, okay, yes, it was fast casting.
Okay. It's a level 2 spirit rote, which would make the diff 5. Fast casting would make it 6.
Yeah, so 2 successes.
Okay, so yeah, it's
Still
just
a respectable roll.
Yeah.
it's just 3 successes. Just 3, he says. Anyway,
Yeah.
so everyone, well, I guess anyone around him sees the paper doll start to glow blue, and at the end of his prayer to the august personage in jade, he just goes, and the cannon don't work no more.
All right. Question. How many successes do the duration and how many to effect?
Well, it's
Or is it or how's this rote operate? I'm not. It's kind of.
it's something I'm actually just using for the first time.
Gotcha.
So in this case, my only goal is to make the cannon not work.
So
Okay.
we'll say that he had to target for 1 success, and then the other is duration.
Yep.
Okay. So for 1 turn, then the cannon does not fire.
Sean, that was 2 successes. So that would
That's
be
right, he had a willpower, so
Oh yeah.
successes to duration. So scene.
Oh, for the scene. Wow, they're gonna spend a lot of time trying to figure out that shit.
What did it
Why isn't it working?
I'm lighting it, but it's not.
Eventually, it
must be wet.
I want to do that.
We'll see.
You have the right look in there.
And
We
the
already have
doll-
the satyr for comic relief. Do we really need to job out the other NPCs to comic relief?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
So,
Anyone make a roll?
NPCs on the roof are busy trying to figure out why their cannon no go boom boom. That is exactly probably the verbiage being used by goblins. I don't know.
Why do you know boomer? I
Why
don't
no
know why I
boomer?
know boomer.
However,
Stick no boom boom.
for those people near the tower, which is barricaded, not windows, it would be like, like tank slits?
Oh, the archery slits.
Yes. But the crossbows.
Yeah.
So the following people will need to, if they've spent their action, they can burn extra actions to dodges if they have them. If not, welcome to a world of hurt.
By the way, Sean, are they close enough for my effect to take?
What is the radius of your effect, and how close are you to the door?
I'm at the door. I'm like standing right next to it, waiting for somebody to knock it through.
Well, they would not be affected by your fear effect, but you're at such an angle as to where it would be very hard to hit you.
I'm
By the way,
going
they
to
can't see
assume
me.
they're going for the 9-foot tall thing.
The 9-foot-tall furry Cuisinart of Death.
That's right in front of the windows.
Yes.
I think they're going for that.
Ah!
And the one that was 6
Also
foot
get-
tall.
I'm sure you will. I'm just going to rifle them off in quick succession. The successes, and then I will do the damage in turn.
What's the stam?
Stam modifier is +3.
Yes.
So, bam. First one misses. I will say that he got it in, locked it in, and it misfired. Not like it shot up in his face, but the firing mechanism didn't.
Okay. Is it like the LARP when you hit it and then it goes, I think?
Yes. Except the crossbow didn't break. It's not a botch. It just didn't propel.
Oh, so the bolt just kind of fell off the front.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Second fire. Well, that one was kind of point on.
That's fine.
4 plus crossbow has a true rollover. Crossbow has a base damage of 5.
Sorry, Julia.
Actually, no, it's 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 lethal.
You have a 1 there.
It's damaged. 1, so it's subtract.
Okay.
I'll take 1.
Yeah, you'll take 1 lethal. All right,
I know
that's
who I'm going after.
crossbow 3. You're gonna make your own wall. You make a hole in the wall like some Looney Tunes commercial.
I'm right in front of the windows. I don't have to make a hole. They've made one for me. Yeah, a little hole.
It's a little
No.
slit, Julia. You're gonna make a bigger hole.
I have claws, sweetheart.
And it's wood. And she's Krynos.
It's gonna go shink, face.
We have another incident of misfire.
Boom.
Man, why is it that all the good rolls are reserved for the players apparently this evening? And then good enough for government work firing. So 2 lethal. I'm sure you can do it. If you can't, then you're just not a guru. Exactly enough. So,
My turn.
extra actions.
Pink, pink.
This is going to hurt. Spending a rage for razor claws.
What are you sharpening them on?
Sharpening on the people in front of her.
That is not an acceptable answer.
The wood.
Not
Not an acceptable answer.
Has to be something
Matter.
metallic.
No rage spent.
Has to be something of solid and substance, like say a stone.
Or a cannon.
Yes, which
It's
is
like-
upstairs.
Yeah, I can't reach
Like-
him.
Bring a die.
I'm pretty
How
much
big are
moved
these
the
slits?
cannon
Not too
just
big enough
so
for
you know.
the crossbow, yes?
hmm
Can I fit my hand in them?
Positive or negative? Actually, no, I hate that one. High or low?
Hi.
Low. No.
Fuck your dice.
See? You should have gone low. Obviously, whenever I roll it, it's going to be a 1.
Hey, Sean.
Okay. I am, because it is wood, full on running towards the wall.
Okay?
And I'm going to hope to tackle the guy on the other side. He upset me.
Okay. The wall
What the
is a
hell
little...
is
The wall tower is a little firmer than...
Strength reserve.
Right. I get that. I'm just saying that you're going to need more than Marcus's 1 success to affect the
Okay.
situation. Also, since you're bringing the wall down on him, the damage done to little Munchkin dude is going to be bashing.
Is it brawl or is it...
It would be strength brawl.
So 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Or is it plus 4 strength?
Yeah, it's +4.
Excuse me, 11.
Yeah, because you didn't have enough.
And if it's
Ha!
3.
Vindicated. There's a 1 in there. But I would call 4 successes to blast through some 2x4s, or unless Brett thinks otherwise.
What was being used?
She
Brute
is going
force.
full Krynos, shoulder block, checking the wall, and then making it tumble in on the hapless soul on the other side.
Reinforced would probably give it 2 health levels. You did say it was reinforced, right? Or was it just
Yeah.
4?
It's reinforced.
So 2 health levels. Yeah, shoulder check bust through would cause some bashing to anyone on the other side.
I'm not even gonna roll for damage because you're fucking in Krynos, and yeah, you can break through 2 and the wall falls in on them, and then they're sandwiched. It's a sandwich. At the bottom is this tiny little goblin. In the middle is this plywood 2x4 sandwich, and on top is a very, very angry Krynos guru.
Here's the question. I am 9 feet tall. How much of the wall goes down?
9 feet.
Not necessarily. The shoulder would hit first. I would say probably about the length of her arm.
Length of a little bit longer than that. But that's the length of the front end, and it's probably it's for so it'll be a little shorter. And yeah.
Can we have 2 of them?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
You have an entrance, by the way.
All right.
Don't you come near me with that.
Inside. Let's see here. Julia is blowed over. And we're in extra action, so no. I'll handle that on every man. Chris.
So the dumb guy on the rampart with me, I mean the soon-to-be dead Chimera, he's getting stabbed.
Okay.
You with the coal iron, my goodness.
4 successes to hit. For an additional 3 ag.
Well, that wasn't nice.
No, it wasn't.
Back around to Julia's second extra action.
Dice in.
Nope.
God damn it. Fine. The one that's directly beneath me. I'm clawing it.
This is one of those things. It's like a Hershey's chocolate surprise. You just go, doof. I got a prize this time that was actually worthwhile.
Unless it's loaded because it's prone.
I would say lower the diff because he is indeed prone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So, 5. So, 5.
Disintegrates the wood at this point.
Plus.
So.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2. Roll. I think it's dead.
Yes.
It's dead.
I chunky salsa. Chris, second action.
So the other guy up in the rampart on the other side of the hole. Well, I've got enough martial arts and athletics for it, so he's going to get a flying kick.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and your
The maneuver has an increased diff already.
Okay, I was about to ask about that. So
4 successes.
Cool.
So 3 will roll over. And he will have his 5 levels of bashing.
Which technically you can't die from bashing, so he's got 3 bashing and a lethal, and collapses in a heap. Every man.
Oh, hey, it's me. The other one that's trapped? Yeah, I'm killing it.
I kind of figured. Julia, before you do that, go ahead and give me a perception alertness roll for free. Or wait, no, you're in the thralls of killing machine mode. Got it. You're not at frenzy, but you're more content with that. So go ahead and just do that.
By the way, Sean, people have to roll that to see me as well.
Okay.
Thought I'd remind you.
6, 5, roll over.
Sean, you know what's up with my character as far as fear, so have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm enchanted.
Yeah. Oh. Jesus.
Curse bloody cow.
I would say so, since you almost doubled its health pool.
Like I
I
said, we just need
really
to
hope that Arthur doesn't get anywhere near
Note
that.
to self.
Green chip.
Next time Guru come along, have Rencap NPCs as enemies.
Not Chimera.
Yeah.
Possibly a dragon just for shigiggles.
Shiggles.
Oh,
Is
I
it
get a
so
dragon as a
sour?
pet.
Yes, it is. For our purposes.
I'd rip its mind out and say, here, you want this? You want this? Go fetch.
Yeah, can I make the perception? Because it's no longer.
On your extra actions. Chris. Yeah, I don't like you either.
Okay, so the one up here is kind of down, and the Gru's got all the ones inside the building.
Well, half of them.
Well, the Gru's blocking the entryway anyways.
Gru is actually prone at the moment.
If you would like to make an athletics chop
Do
to
not step on
hop
her.
over.
It will not end well.
And do not ride. This is not. You must be a child of Gaia with a appropriate right to ride this ride.
Okay. How
So
many
don't
of them?
budge.
How many of them are inside? Is visible? Is what matters first, really.
There are technically 4. There's 2 more at the slits, 2 more running around like lunatics because they were at the door until Charles showed up. It's still barricaded, but that doesn't matter because you have a Guru-sized hole.
Well,
there is a, however, something in the. I assume you're hopping off the rampart to be able to get a view inside.
yes.
In the back is a cage, obviously not iron because that would be douchey. Chained up are both Des and Dehi. Over in the other corner is this like large stack of bones. I wonder what's about ready to go on here.
I have no idea. They're not red caps.
Yeah.
We for Chris got your 6.
Yep. Okay. Then I will Dex Athletics over Adrena. 2 successes, or 3 because of my 10. And then on the slipstream, man, nothing on the slipstream. But I'm running right towards the cages.
I will notice on both of them that obviously we're not prepared for combat today. He obviously, as stated previously, doesn't have his weapon nor his armor, and their clothes are both pretty tattered and torn and nasty. They've got some pretty nasty bruises. Probably, Chris, you have medicine or life or something good enough.
I've got medicine and an active life sense running.
Active life sense. They are crap. What's the health levels? Bruised. The healthy.
Healthy, bruised, hurt, injured, wounded.
Memed, I think.
I would think
purple
Des is
still.
injured because she's really good at faking being like beat the shit out of, and then there's Dehi who doesn't get the just stay down. Fuck it, stay down. I would say he's the level above Incapped.
Okay, so he's crippled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of it is in the form of bashing damage, but there is a fair amount of lethal on there. I would say it's about a 60-40 split.
Okay.
For Des, it's the other way around, where the vast majority of it is bashing instead of lethal.
Okay. Yep. So my action's getting to those cages.
Okie dokie. Make your dex check to get over Julia.
Here,
I
Already did? Okay, and you cleared? Got it.
Yep.
So, Chris, you've seen my living room.
Yep.
You, the distance between The wall that she made is the distance between my living room and probably the doorway for my sunroom in the back. It's not that hard to close.
Yeah.
You
Especially
could
not.
probably do it on an everyman action.
Yep. Or my extra actions.
Yeah, on your extra action. I would say your everyman was getting over Krynos because that is a bit of a feat. And then on everyman, you will, I mean, not everyman, on your extra action, you will easily close the distance.
I'm assuming he wouldn't go lengthways, he'd go width.
Yeah.
1 foot's better than 9 feet.
Mm-hmm. Next up is James.
Running over to and tackling one of the ones scared goblins, and basically bitch slapping it with my paw and with string to intimidate it. You get keys and free friends.
You realize that there is
the problem with are what form are you in?
Hispo.
You do not have vocal cords for that.
You're growling at it.
Roll partial transform.
Partial transform. Spend me a willpower and make a strength plus problem which rolled with 8.
Go for it.
Hey, Sean.
Because partial transformation is a bitch.
Hey, Sean, where are these goblins, by the way?
Huh?
Where are the goblins, by the way?
They are, there's 2 that are running around in there. There's the 2 at the gunnery split still, because even though Julia busted in, there's still like a few people out there. They may be switching weapons. You're not sure yet because they don't have an action yet.
Strength. What was it?
But it looks like that they're probably going to go abort on the guns and go to sword and board.
Brawl?
What are we talking about?
His roll. What was it?
His roll to attack one of them?
Yeah.
That would be indeed Dex Brawl.
Dex Brawl.
He said bitch slap, which sounds like a claw attack to me.
Wait, who said bitch slap?
4 plus whatever the pistol
4
is.
successes.
There we go. Hello.
3 roll over.
You may bitch slap that thing unconsciously.
Plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the bonus for Isco.
That's only for biting.
Okay.
The Hispo bonus. But the strength bonus you already figured in for Hispo and his rollover. And okay, good. Roll that.
Yeah, I'd say
Is it 4? It's dead.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Broke it.
This was supposed to be a fun short scene, so this is why I'm not bothering with Soak. I'm not bothering with making this long, drawn out, petulant, and I have LARP in the morning.
Well,
Which
it's
is
almost 2 again.
in 6 hours.
You sure it's 6 hours, Sean? It's about to be 2 o'clock.
Oh, I mean,
It's already been 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Man.
Let's see here. That was Charles.
That was James.
Yeah, it was James. Charles, the character. Brett.
Once more, burning 2 quintessence. Spending 1 willpower. Focus still active.
Do I get that leaf at the top of the
1 success. So,
1 success. Good enough for good.
with the quintessence still in my hand, you hear Arthur shout, Futon Rasen Shuriken, and the quintessence transforms into a spinning ball of windy death.
Holy crap.
You're doing Destructo Disc? You're an asshole.
No, I'm doing Rasen Shuriken. There's a difference.
There is like almost minute difference.
No, actually what he's doing is he's creating a spiritual presence negation field. So anything that's a spiritual presence like Chimera, upon hitting that disc will be negated. Return to glamour.
You're resisting giving any spirit injury energy.
Alrighty. Charles.
Because Arthur's a dick, though. He said Futon Rasen Shuriken.
Also, lol, because it was awesome.
Yeah.
Sean, since this is not a true obfuscate effect, if I attack something, it won't break it.
Huh?
Since it's not a true obfuscate effect, it won't break if I hit something.
Incorrect.
If you're attacking something, you're drawing attention to your own presence, which
Yep.
is causing your mind to forget that you're trying to be, what's what I'm looking for?
Inconspicuous?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, my brain is dying.
Yeah, it follows the same rules on Obfuscate does on that. However, after your attack on the next turn, you can recloak.
Okay. Can I throw something?
Huh?
Can I throw something and not break?
And it's still they get a check to break your obfuscate air quotes because you're drawing attention to yourself.
Where did that sword come from?
Obfuscate, much like all mind altering effects, to say I'm not here. If say for instance it says in the book that for instance instead of it being like dirt floor in this tower that it was a bunch of creaky boards, technically they could make a check to break your obfuscate because the creaky boards draw attention.
Oh, is that a crawl over Julia?
All right. So what's up, Charles? What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna walk to the guys near the guns and let that.
Right. To the hole I assume Julia made?
No. The guns. They should be away from Julia.
Oh, okay. So you're walking up to the wall that's still intact.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And
I was trying to imagine how you were doing that, and I'm like, that. Okay, I get you.
Do not come near Des if you're trying to frighten her. She will kill you.
you get.
I would be more worried about him walking through that hole that Adrena has not gotten up for making the mess up.
Adrena,
Yeah, and her and basically going, Julia, roll your 5 for each dice.
It's scary. I'm killing it.
You have to make perception first, Julia.
Frenzy does not care. It's frenzy first, and then I'm going, where is it?
Um,
And the effect I was going for, Sean, is a mix between Fox Frenzy and Career Rage.
well, the thing is that Guru, depending on the stimulus, kick. But anyways, you're not going that way, so we really don't need that discussion. So you're just walking up there and basically hitting them with the fear effect.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to actually swing wildly on this.
Ooh.
He's good. He's not so good. So one of them told you to go fuck off. The other one is running around like an idiot.
I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha!
People punch you in the face when you do that.
You know the reason why they did that is so they would attack themselves without me having to do an effect each round. The whole reason why I did this is so that they could attack themselves.
Well, you specifically specified it as a fox frenzy, which means they're not going to attack people. They're going to look for the nearest escape and perpetuate going out it.
Oh, I hope they don't step on Adrena. I would be upset.
And when they basically see the one entrance is blocked by a Krynos Guru, they're going to be like, fuck! We're going to play Ring Around the Rosie until that hole opens up, and then we're going out the hole.
Yeah, Sean, I also said it was like the fear effect from Batman. So, that's what
Scarecrow's hallucination fear effect?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
So Charlie is actually looking straight at his worst nightmare, which is
Well,
a
he hasn't
black
gone.
cloud.
He hasn't gone by you guys yet. That's
Yeah.
where we're quite
Yeah,
right
heaven
on
help that happens when Arthur's nearby.
And it's after his turn, so that's top around.
that. Yeah. Next up is Marcus.
Okay. I'm a little confused. Our friends are hanging over a hole in a cage, correct?
No, they are in a cage, chained up in the cage. Clarification.
I made a hole.
She made a hole through a wall so that everyone can now see that they're in a cage.
Okay.
Soliloquy. This will be the satyr because everyone else has been handling it. I haven't needed to use this NPC. We will look through the hole and say, "See, I told you, it looked kinky." Referencing back to when they first found the scene back when the bedroom was all disheveled and said, "Kinky."
Yeah.
You mentioned there was a pile of bones.
They're in the far right back corner is where the cell is that they're in, chained up to the cell. In the opposite corner, the far back left corner, is a pile of bones. Hey, it looks like you guys stumbled upon Next Celebrity Kitchen Chef. I don't know.
Huh.
Seems like a good
Okay.
time for some stew.
Yeah. I mean, they're animals, right? That works. They're half-elves. They're anthropomorphic animals. I mean, sure, the meat's going to be a little tough, but...
But it'll taste more like goose than chicken. It's a delicacy.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to, using my spirit, or is it prime perhaps, I forget, manipulate the chains that are around them into quintessence?
You would have to touch them, and it would be a spirit prime combination round.
Okay.
You would have to fast cast it. It would be a difficulty +2.
Okay. What I will do then is, and thank you by the way, can I use my magic to let them down slowly at least?
Once more, without correspondence, without being able to chain correspondence to the effect, you have to physically touch them.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
Welcome to why we are crying deathly and loudly in the mage venue about no one having
Need correspondence mages. Damn it.
Roger very carefully step into the room so as not to step on his friend, and he will attempt to release his friends that are in the cage.
I will give you that you can, on your everyman, get around, if you're taking your full concentration, to get around the Krynos that's still in the area vicinity of the hole, but you're going to have to wait till your next turn to close the rest of the distance. Even though it's a short room, it's
a guru. It's a semi-thrashing guru. I get it.
Yeah.
No, it's not semi-thrashing. It's killing. It's in the middle of killing something. I'm pretty sure Chris came in on the upswing and Roger's coming in on the downswing. Like, I don't want that.
The ones without the clarity of mind due to Charles's effect are all running upstairs. Because the two exit ways are blocked by A, ambivalous force that we can't detect that is creating scary vibes, and two big raging death machines. Up the stairs we go. The one who is clear of mind sees his friends take off, sees what's in the room, and says, "Fuck this shit," and follows them up the stairs.
Sean.
Technically, we're semi out of rounds because I will drop rounds, but if anyone goes upstairs to continue to proceed combat, you're still in rounds.
Alright.
Okay.
Arthur is going to take his Rasen Shuriken over to the wall and cancel out its spiritual presence.
As soon as Roger steps over, she's gonna stand up.
Oh, you'll also notice a sack. I also should clarify this. Now that we're out of rounds, something that is a little smaller and not so easy to notice is a sack sitting next to the cage. Apparently, in addition to,
Kidnapping them?
kidnapping people, they are in the business of collecting tolls from people using their trod. Their, air quotes, trod.
So, do I disintegrate the wall or do I disintegrate the whole floor?
Sounds like it's Dez's now.
Disintegrate the wall. If you want to go ahead and disintegrate the tower and have like 4 goblins come tumbling down, that's totally cool. And then into the shuriken blade, I'd assume, and we can just resolve it like that.
Yeah, give me... I'm going to spend my time walking over to absorb 2 tasks into contestants.
I'm gonna
Spending
grab a bag
willpower
and
and 2
head back to the
contestants to
scene.
lower difficulty.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He totally disintegrates the entire fortress. And
Works for me.
Rust and Shuriken Blade to like an immense proportion. Because that's 4 successes right there. 2 of them are 10s.
And look at that. Everyone got their little shining bright moment of telling the ST so kindly that his plot can twist. You can twist that plot sideways and shove it up your candy ass.
Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to.
No. I was having fun with this. It's been a long time since I've got to do dreaming stuff as an ST, and it's my favorite thing to do for when I'm not running a changeling venue, because it's that nice little thing that you can throw your players in and
watch the mages explode.
Out of your ass.
And watch the mages explode.
When Arthur came over, that Nick had canceled out his effect.
So everything's cleared out. The cage, I assume, is cleared out. The chains are cleared out. So you have 2 unconscious changelings.
I'm not relaxed out of his spell yet, so I'm just going to say I'm going to gingerly try and get Stahey to like lay across my back and transport him that way.
Yeah. They aren't incapped like normal and unconscious would be as stated. I would say it's more of that like shock from the blunt force trauma they've received. They're unconscious, but their damage levels are not unconscious.
Shift to Hamid, gonna grab one. Fireman Gary.
Are they being moved while Arthur's disintegrating the place?
No, I think it was established after.
Okay, Arthur is going to stop them from being moved, and he's going to pull out a pill, and he's going to put it in Dahey's mouth, and it's going to activate the bluntage. He's going to heal 4 levels of damage regardless of the type. And he's going to do the same thing to Desdemona.
Which would kick them probably back up to like bruised.
Yeah.
I would assume that this would also allow them to stir awake.
As long as they're not moving very much, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That drugged state of, I can move, I know I can move, and I know I'm conscious. I don't care to. I don't care to.
Exactly.
I don't care.
No.
There's a wolf looking at Dahey like, well, some party y'all invited us to. It was fun.
Dahey will muster up the strength after that to defiantly raise his middle finger at you. And then relax.
Des isn't even gonna bother to answer. She's just gonna scoot closer to Dahey and like bury her head in his chest and go.
He's the only one that has a chance to actually answer me because he's his animal base is cousin to what mine is.
Also, probably the reason why it's not necessarily semi-cute and fluffily would probably just ha laugh it off Dahey is because where did I put that stupid sheet? Oh yeah, that's right.
He's on Sealy right now and he's been beat up.
Edit it.
Yeah.
Should be on there.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he is, and yeah, his unseelie legacy is beast. So moving along with that one, he would probably lose, but if he was conscious and not drugged, he would probably do more than give you the middle finger.
So, what happened?
Right. I just basically told him, fun party y'all invited us to, and he just gave me the middle finger.
At hearing that, I'm going to assume in English, Des will just raise her middle finger up too.
Arthur
Jackson will.
look
Jackson
them
will.
over and be like, okay, they're safe to travel.
Charlie just relaxes it. Hamid, and he does wear pants, so it's like, yeah, they're good to move.
Jackson will look over to Arthur, Nick, and I'm trying to remember Charlie. I'm trying to remember your character's name.
Charlie.
James is his real name, Charlie's.
And we'll look over at Charlie. I told you the party would be fun.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And there you go, Chris. Time magic. When you give the ST a loophole by specifying, I want to know if there's bad shit happening here, and if it's happening to me and the people coming here, I can then easily safe bet my plot by going, why no, nothing is happening to you or your friends.
Those people look happy in that party.
Those people over there, not so much. But you didn't ask about that.
And he was looking at the party.
Right.
The rest of the changelings are still there.
So,
She walks in, the changelings are still there.
Hey, Sean.
So, yeah.
I walk over to Julia's changeling character and say, I made this for you. Des. And drop a pin in her hand. And suddenly
Okay.
everybody can't see her anymore, so.
Why the hell can't I see?
No, everybody, it's the obfuscate pin.
So, everyone, she can still see everyone, but no one can see her.
Yep, it's the obfuscate.
Until she goes, why did you give me a pin? In which case, everyone is immediately drawn to her attention. I'm not going to make people fucking roll for it. They can see her again.
I don't know if she would or not. 'Cause she just like look at it and then look
Okay,
at you
never
and
mind
look
then.
at it and
Alright,
here, give it to Davey.
Arthur looks really freaked out because
Who was like blinking his eyes and got a little panicked look on his face. And until the pin drops in his hand, he can see Des again, but no one can see him.
And now she's freaking out.
Arthur's going to absorb the last 2 tasks into his body, and it's going to be like, okay, whoever took my friends needs to show up and shut the fuck up before I kill them.
I did. My bad.
She's
my
just
fault.
gonna like claw at.
Thank
Like-
you for that.
There you go.
Roger is
plot
looking
where
at
he
this
was and
scene
tried to
and
find
somewhat.
At which point that he will take like Dez's hand as he's replying, and now they're both touching it. They both disappear.
Well, this is gonna get
See,
interesting real
I
quick.
didn't need to job out more NPCs to comic relief. I just found my own PC and did it.
You're evil, Sean.
Hey, Charlie's gonna pull out a blunt and light it. I think we squished them earlier, so we can just go.
At which point, I think they're both looking at the pin and then look and then just go,
And they both drop it.
and they reappear.
Roger's gonna.
I'm keeping that. She'll gingerly pick it up without like touching it to her skin and put it in a
Temporary
pocket.
effect.
Um,
It will only last tonight.
what's all in the sack, y'all?
That's what I'm.
So you guys go back to do wonderful partying. I don't know if you guys want to make this a social scene, but I'm probably going to crash out.
Me too.
Oh, Marcus did ask a question. What was in the sack?
The sack that Adrena took
Yeah.
and then left with.
Well, that she would leave with would take with her and be totally real for her until 24 hours from now, when it was.
Oh, she's not taking it for her.
Oh,
Because if Roger wasn't needing to help the 2 people before I cut out, he would have been checking that out too.
It was mostly get Adrena out of the scene
okay.
for Des, so she just took it and it's going to be in Dez's apartment. Just sitting like where everything was trashed.
Yeah.
Figured you needed this. have work in the morning.
Yeah, that's.
That way Des and Adrena didn't get seen.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's okay. You'll have to explain to me how this all happened, though.
Yeah, me too. Especially that thing I did. I would really like to know how I did it so I could do it again. I know I did it now, but he will actually take out a pen and paper and start writing down exactly what he did to make the Rustin shirt.
Oh, wait. Yes! So I think we get Des back to Des's apartment? No?
I will help him get back, definitely.
Yeah.
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 I'll help.
Alright. Des is gonna walk in, see all the changelings that are still partying, and just go, get out.
Oh.
But like, some of them are holding their invites. You finally get them all out, and then there's like this like group of it's like you think you got them all out, and then you hear this giggling come from the kitchen, and there's a bunch of childlings around in a circle playing Cards Against Humanity on the floor in the kitchen.
Oh.
There's a Satyr with candy and more Cards Against Humanity. He has the expansion pack.
Oh, so you're gonna dump them off on
Yeah.
on Eros? Okay, that's not cool.
Do it.
Do I look like a babysitter? I do not get paid enough to be a babysitter. In fact,
Not paid at all.
exactly. Therefore, I'm not your babysitter.
They're not my children.
Well, that's a your problem because they're in your.
As
Actually-
a squire, you're watching them.
Actually,
Oh, that's even all.
at this point, Roger is going to point something out. Also, under the fact that he is the sitting holder of the seat of justice, you, sir, are one of our principal law enforcers. If, in fact, these children are not in the company of their parents, I request that you help locate them and return them safely to their families.
That's her responsibility.
Wrong.
Yeah, it's her responsibility because she's got the title, and the belt, and the sash. And
I am
Close and go, what the fuck are you talking about?
I am speaking to you, the holder of the sun, as the seat of justice.
That's not Gus.
That's
It's the Satyr.
Hey, Sean,
Satyr, who you've
And
never
they
Close
say-
enough.
since we're back in reality, I'm going to do another
Oh,
mind effect.
I'm sorry. I thought you said Helios.
No,
So-
I said Eros. A little bit of a difference.
Arrows.
Inside joke. I wonder if anyone gets it.
Arrows.
God of love.
Cupid, Sean.
Oh, Lord.
I get it.
Arrows.
Really?
By the way, Sean, I'm going to be doing a mind effect on your character.
Des will just kind of look at him.
PC, NPC.
The one that Des is talking to. To take
NPC, got it.
Des will look at him like really warily and just go,
What's the
"Please."
effect you're doing?
You're going to think that what she's saying is a really good idea, and you need to take care of those children.
Iron
Oh.
Will.
Oh.
That takes out one success. So,
No. Iron Will in the Changeling Second Ed book is kind of stupid. I spend a willpower and I ignore your shit.
Des is just gonna look at him like really tired. She's bloody and she's bruised.
You owe me
Please.
one.
And he'll sure.
Gather up
Luther
the
is going
childlings
to-
and
Pop another pill into Dez's mouth.
stimulants.
I got you a date, didn't I?
And then he's gonna
Oh
pop
yeah,
another
because that
pill
was
into
totally
Dez's
your
mouth.
intent.
well,
So
his name is
One
not
number?
Deadpool.
it's enough to
I
heal.
would totally appreciate that.
His name's
Does
not
that count as our
Depends.
favor?
Is this you saying something to get me to take the kids, or are you actually going to get me her number?
I have it's how to phrase this where it's
Half truth.
Why would I offer it to you right now if I wasn't going to give it to you? And she'll
Cause
pull up
I
her phone with Adrena's contact information. Isn't it right here?
yeah, upfront payment is a nice thing.
Numbers.
That is not a
At this
complete
point-
number.
That is not a complete taking the children back. Last 4 years.
Roger's
He'll
actually
just
gonna
drop him
step
off the
over.
nearest freehold.
She just wants to have her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Roger's
He'll
gonna
hold you to that. Don't worry about it.
Roger's gonna step over to his two friends and just offer them each a hug and say, I'm glad you're both safe.
And take the... Oh, she'll hug him back and as the children are following out the door. And take the candy with you. Day he doesn't need anymore.
Oh.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing, dear. I love your candy.
And with that, Roger will put his Kwai Chang cane hat back on and say, folks, it's been great. I'll catch you.
Not the evening for that.
I'll catch you in the evening. Thanks so much for the party.
Yeah.
Sorry we couldn't attend.
And
It's cool.
hey, everyone did a great job, and it was great working with y'all.
Hey, and you guys helped me slightly roleplay my combat lark character.
And after they all leave and it's just Des and Dahi, she'll go back to the room where they were and look around, sit down on the ground, and just cry.
I didn't say I'd left.
And
Well, you're leaving now.
Yeah.
She's not crying in front of people. Get out.
Oh.
Shoo shoo. No party.
Even Arthur, or
like she's done with the party, everyone's going out the door, and then she's having a her moment
right.
with Dahi hugging her, and that's where we will end this scene.
Arthur
Okay.
will actually leave behind some more of the healing pills,
Mhm.
like in a baggie, and then he'll leave.
I'll
And
try
you'll
to,
notice the bed. With my dreams.
if you guys wanted me to, I could probably fix up your furniture in there. But
Get out.
Nick, come on, I'll drive you home.
I'm gonna go.
You would think that they would follow what you did or say, or I did or said, after the Lillian incident, lest they want to see how high into the sky they can fly.
Hey,
Come on, everybody.
Arthur, I think your apartment's
Yeah,
open.
move along, move along. Oh,
Or do they like testing terminal velocity?
he'll look at Dahi and he'll be like, I left my pimp wig in your bedroom and the platform shoes. Use them what you want. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Jackson will head out. I guess he'll be the first one to leave.
I think my parents were born back in
Charlie's
this
gonna
style.
go crash out at Arthur's because out of character. I think that his apartment,
Which one?
Arthur's apartment's closest.
Yeah. So Arthur gets everybody out and drives people home. And then he and Charlie go crash at the sanctum. Well, actually, Arthur's going to meditate and regain his
Would I be
quintessence.
super unseelie or super sealy?
It's about the okay. Samhain is supposed to be that first night that we start moving towards that part of the year. It is supposed to be reveling in the fact that of the Unseelie legacy because it is the first official night traditionally before
Plot.
No, traditionally before fucking
Plot.
hold. Stop interrupting me. before they went and fucked up the cycle system where, the unsealer was supposed to take over throughout the year and the sealer was supposed to, yeah. This was supposed to be that night. That's why everyone, for that one night, even if they're silly for the rest of the fucking year, has that one night where they're like, this is the other side of me. I need to at least acknowledge it exists, even if it's only once a year.
Let me know when you want me to stop the broadcast.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
That was just me.
Night, y'all.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.